guess let's roll.
Oh, let me. I can.
Potions are 50 though.
Yeah.
Potions are 50. Okay.
Yeah, these ones are. Damon's got a whole list of like what a sensible magic prices are, and we'll use that moving forward. But most of the items in this campaign are found usually.
Yeah. I'm just tossing it back up into. There's the chat. No, really RPG only. I just uploaded sane magical prices.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What's sane magical prices?
Someone went and gave a ton of magical items prices because D&D didn't give a lot of things how much they cost.
So pretty much it's left up to you to interpret them?
Yeah.
Usually, yeah.
Officially, yeah. But this list is really good.
All right,
So
sounds good.
2 questions.
Shoot.
What is Sovereign Glue and what is Horn of Blasting?
Sovereign Glue is basically a glue that can only be removed with another magical item. Once
Or
it's
wish.
stuck, or wish.
It is the true super glue.
So can we glue someone to the ceiling with it?
You can, and they are stuck there forever.
And then magic or blasting horn?
Yeah. The Horn of Blasting.
Yes.
But what is it? I mean, it's a horn.
It is it's a horn. It basically everything that's in a cone in front of it when you blow on the horn takes thunder damage and is deafened if they don't make the save.
All right, where's this horn? Because I can use horns.
You won't be able to buy it.
It's expensive.
It's expensive.
Oh, yeah, it's
a
like
rare item.
450 gold.
And also, funny
right.
enough, the
Squad
horn also
goal.
has a chance of exploding.
I'll take that risk.
Of course you would.
Yeah, your character would. Yeah.
Well, let's be honest. My previous character definitely would.
Yes. Funny, the damage, it's 10d6 damage if it explodes, and it's a 20% chance.
Jesus.
That would flat out kill you at this level.
Wee.
Well, again, Grond would love that.
Yeah, no shit.
Gron would point it at his own face when he blew it. He would like find some weird way to do it.
Yeah.
Any other questions or anything? Since
No.
only 3 of us have played D&D before, or 5e.
Where is the clitoris?
If you need to know that answer, I can't help you. You're beyond help.
Eh. Not like it's necessary.
Jesus.
Female orgasm's a myth.
Christ.
And they'll admit it later.
And all female viewers cringe instantaneously.
And Scott knows his first point where he already has to.
Oh, what are you talking about? That's gold. There are definitely other things that I shouldn't say.
Please don't.
Well, no, I just said I don't want a particular someone to get offended.
Okay, I think I have on my gear pick.
So, I have a question. How am I supposed to use this Beyond 20 app in
In Roll20?
yeah.
It automatically when you click on something on your sheet,
Oh, okay.
it'll if you click on it now, say your longsword and you see where it says +5,
Yeah.
click on that. Oh, hey, you rolled the 20.
Oh, it's the last one for the night.
It wasn't a nat 20.
Oh, okay.
It was if it in Roll20, if it's a crit, it'll go green.
And ones are red.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it makes it a little bit easier at least because it's like you don't have to keep track
Yeah.
of what your modifiers are. It's just I want to attack. You click attack and it does it for you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
Smash.
Okay.
All right. Is everyone ready?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So, for all your various reasons, you're all currently on the vessel, the Cricket. It's a really shitty boat, but it was... The price was right.
It was free 50.
Yep. And as you're going through the days, you get closer and closer to your destination. You're sharing the vessel with a few other people. And all the crew, like, they're all grungy. They're all, they all tattered clothes. This is not a very well-to-do ship.
You a nasty motherfucker.
Yeah. Some of you know each other, some of you don't, but you're all currently on the ship together. The left side is the second floor, and the right side is the upper floor that you can see there.
So we're in the cargo hold.
Below deck and the poop deck.
Pretty much. Yeah. You see these two people here. They look like peasants, but they're sitting there. They're just playing a game of dice.
Dice, you say?
Yeah.
Are we supposed to be able to move our tokens?
Yeah, you should be able to move your tokens.
No,
Yeah.
I can't.
Your tokens, this one.
Yeah, I'm clicking and dragging. It's just selecting
Yeah,
a box.
I can move
Oh,
mine.
that's right. Yours, you weren't in roll 20 yet, so I couldn't assign you when I added your character.
Oh yeah, I just got the invite now.
So save.
There we go.
Yeah.
I walk up to the two people playing dice, and I ask, "What game you playing?"
Ah, Dragon's Dice.
Dragon's dice. I happen to be an expert. And I pull out my bone dice from my pack, slap them on the table.
Ah, we got a gambling man. Oh, sit in.
That's
Well, we might as well use the big table up here.
might as well.
Yeah. And he looks down. Anyone else want to join in on a nice game, friendly game?
Nope.
I'll observe from my current location.
I sit down with the group and I say, I do gamble, but I don't gamble for money.
Oh. What's the ante?
I take one of my crossbow bolts and stab it into the table. I said, we bet with blood.
Oh, that's a little rich for my blood. And when you take a look, you now notice that the coins that they were betting with each other were copper.
All right, I'll play for your copper.
All right.
I'll throw 5 copper onto the table.
Perfect. He'll match you, and she will too. Roll a d6.
Snake
No.
eyes.
Well, the one gentleman here, he rolls a 6, and he's like, haha. Want to play again?
Push away from the table and say, "This is why I play for blood." Take my bolt back.
Yeah. Well, you got myself a nice bread. Thank you, sir. I'm always here if you want to play another game.
Scowl and mumble back to my spot.
At this point, you notice that the ship starts to... It's swaying a lot more. Like, you can hear the rain outside. It's been fairly harsh weather since... That's why everyone that's not necessary crew's been down below deck, but... it's starting to really rock, like, unsettlingly so.
Oh, Jesus.
And you start hearing some shouting above.
We're all gonna die!
Hearing
shit.
the shouting, I'll poke my head up.
Brr.
You poke your head up and you see numerous of the crew are sitting up front. They're all pale as an absolutely colossal it looks like a turtle, but it's about the size of the ship. Pops out of the water. Its one left eye is murky and looks like it's all clouded up, and part of its shell is broken. And it starts bellowing in a language. Does anyone speak Aquan?
Damn, one of the ones I don't have.
Do not.
Your languages are in the bottom left of your character sheet.
I
I'm gonna poke
climb.
my head up.
I climb to the deck. In the meantime.
Nope, I don't. Coming, giant goblin.
It sees
Yeah,
that
no.
no one seems to be understanding it, so it starts speaking in another tongue. Does anyone speak Dragonborn?
No.
No.
Damn.
Well, fucking.
As everyone seems, like the air is still, like all you hear is the rain as it's, you notice this creature's face starts to get more visibly upset. It lets out a huge blast of steam up into the air. You can feel the heat coming off of it. It doesn't hit the ship. And it starts taking one of its flippers and it starts smacking the side of the ship, and it keeps bellowing out a command.
Jesus.
So in 5th ed, do you have to be proficient in a skill to roll for it?
No.
Okay,
No,
so I
no.
can't just make flat rolls.
Yeah, there, whatever the plus is, because you still get your modifier from your like wisdom and charisma and stuff.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Flat nature roll. Does this thing look natural?
Yes. As far as you can tell, this thing looks natural, like it's a living, breathing creature. One that you haven't seen before, but
Does it
Not
look
incredibly
hurt?
fucked up.
with a net 20, you see lots of scarring, and it looks like it probably took some cannon fire to its shell, but it's all old and has well patched up. And you do notice, with your medicine check, I'll use your medicine check for this because you rolled so well. You do see that in its mouth seems to be sacks of gold.
Jesus. The perception was going to be, does it appear to be aggressive?
Oh, you don't need that. It is.
Let me rephrase that. Is it aggressive at us?
No, it seems to be more aggressive towards everyone.
Okay, it's just raw aggression,
Yeah,
like a pit bull.
It has lots of tributes or something in its mouth.
yeah. But yeah, it's got lots of gold. It looks like things have been tossed, like either it's swallowed up or... You see,
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out how to do a roll.
If you're in D&D Beyond and you have the Beyond 20, if you're doing like a perception or whatever, you just click on the number, which is like +5. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to, I don't know if I can just it up, but I'm going to make a guess. Does it want us to give it something in order to let it pass?
You take a look at it, and you've seen shakedowns before, and despite the fact that this is a colossal dragon turtle, it's doing the same things. So you think, yeah, it's wanting something. It's... But you see the captain sitting there. He's up here. He's leaning towards his right-hand man, and he's you hear him saying, it's like, prepare the cannons.
Yeah, no, don't do that, dude.
He looks, it's like, I ain't giving up at anything. It's like, I'm taking this thing down.
Want me to throw you in it?
I walk over to the captain, immediately bark at him, saying, look at the scars on that thing. We don't have the firepower to take that thing down.
And he says, he's sitting there like, well, what are you going to do? Do you understand its devil tongue?
I do not, but I understand combat. This is not a solution. This is not a problem we can solve with combat.
As you guys are sitting there talking, you notice it gets visibly upset, and it seems to be sinking back under the water. But you
Okay.
can still see its shadow.
Do we see land?
Yes, you do. You can clearly see land. You're not. You're about an hour's away from.
God.
I pitch my 5 remaining gold pieces into the water.
You see the creature look up, and it looks very visibly upset over your pittance. And you see it starts to charge back up towards the surface, but he's coming up under the ship.
Well, fuck you too, turtle.
I'm grabbing onto something as hard as I.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna yell out, "Wait!" and throw my hands up in the air to the. Obviously, I know it can't hear me, but
yeah.
uh,
So yeah, you're tossing your hands up in the air, but the thing's underwater and it's currently under the ship. And it doesn't seem to speak common.
but more just the attention grabbing
Yeah.
nature of.
I don't know that it would hear
Um,
you through the water either.
Roll a d100.
Oh,
Oh.
This is just going to be a flat luck. Yeah, you're trying to get its attention, but now that unfortunately you didn't notice in time that you're on its blind eye side, and the turtle smashes into the ship. Can I get everyone to make a dexterity saving throw?
Oh shit.
How a 9, even with a +5.
oh, damn.
Hold on. Oh, find my
Yeah, you're in
dexterity.
the water.
Our least athletic person is.
It's in the section for saving throws.
Well, that I was going to say he would have advantage because he was bracing himself.
That is true. I did brace.
Yeah. So
We have one person.
yeah. So those who got above a 10, you as the ship starts to collapse, you easily get onto a chunk of the ship that you know will stay afloat. Everyone else is currently in the water. As this turtle is causing the waves and such to twist and turn with its movements. And you're all gonna take.
You're all fucked.
Although you got twist into the waves, you only take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as some of the ship seems to hit you. But luckily, you're very fortunate that it seems to bypass. And after a bit of an ordeal with the waves, the rest of the ship seems to wash up.
And
Onto the
everybody
shore.
except us are dead.
Yeah. Although you look around and not everyone is here.
What do you mean?
You take a look around. You seem to have been unconscious for, you're not unsure for amount of time, but there's a few peasants. There was a few armored gentlemen that only one of them seems to be dead.
Is that high enough to tell that the girl that was playing dice is missing?
You take a look around and you don't see her. At least at first, but then you notice it's off screen, but you see in the water the floating. You see a couple of floating corpses of the peasants. And the girl that was playing dice is out there.
What are the races of all these people?
So you look around.
Let's take this one.
Yeah, so you're looking around and you do see this guy. They're all human. But this guy here is wearing it's very busted, but he was wearing plate armor. And he has a tabard on top in front of it that has a symbol of a fist and fire.
Some fire.
Ah,
R.
This person over here, who is in the room in the back that you weren't in, is wearing a very elegant red robe and has tattoos all over her body.
The armored dude with the fist, he's dead?
Yes, he is dead.
Okay. I unsheath my sword, place it to his plate,
Get
and
away.
kick it into his chest.
Yep,
Jeez.
so the plate was already broken enough, so yeah, you easily see some blood spurts come out.
Just have to make sure.
You do see that the captain's still alive, and he seems to be gripping one of the cargoes. He's,
I'm gonna run
but you
my
can
rapier
see,
through.
you do see some blood splatter. He is in the act of dying.
Oh, let's just make it faster. I'll run my rapier through.
And yeah, easy enough. He's not even facing you. You easily pierce the back of his neck. Quick, silent. And he collapses. Yeah. And
He's old.
yeah, so he
These
was.
guys look like wizards or casters, like
This one up here, yes. You can clearly see, like, there was. You see that on her hip there was a book, but it's in tatters right now.
Are any of the pages intact?
You take a look and you do see that, yeah, there are some intact pages.
I'm gonna take the pages then for later.
Yeah. Perfect. So yeah, so you do have some intact pages, and as well as you find on her, she had some simple supplies on her. She has about 20 gold on her. Some arcane. She had some arcane elements to cast spells with, but they're all tattered and wet. And the captain's body is in front of a chest. Or a crate, really. Do you pop it open?
Well, do we have a map
yeah,
basically showing where we are?
Right now, no. Or,
I don't know where we are.
actually, you do. You got, you have a piece of, you do have the map of Chult, but it's on a piece of, it was made on the leather, like it's made out of skin. And it's very rough, but you take a look at the map and you have no real
Bearings.
bearings of where you are. Like, you see going all around, like you're on a small coast, rocky coast, and the rest is all jungle.
Do we know the rough direction of where Cholta was? Or Port Nanzu was?
West. Yeah, west. But, did you open the crate?
Yeah, I'm gonna pry it open. Unless
Yeah.
it opens.
Yeah, so you pry it open, and inside, on top, it looks like basic supplies, but you find it's fairly easily, it's a false top, a very poorly
Alright.
made one. Because as soon as you try to pick up any item, the whole thing kind of lifts up, and it's just a really poorly made fake cover to make it look like legit goods. And inside you find a fairly thick-looking leather bag that looks like it's the top of the leather bag is quite wound up with coil, and as well as a crate with 20 vials. And the vials all look to be like this translucent green that's constantly looks like it's bubbling.
Okay. I'm gonna pull one of the vials out.
Yep.
And very carefully open it.
Yeah, so you pop open and you immediately get a whiff of like, oh, it smells delicious. And for some reason, it always seems to smell of whatever your favorite food is. your favorite
I-
drink.
Okay,
Like-
I'm gonna drip a little bit of it onto the captain's body.
You drip a little bit on the captain's body, and it kind of just slumps on and slides off. It doesn't seem to do anything.
Like water.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna cap it back off and put it back.
As you're willing to wait a few minutes, I can let you know what each of these vials are.
That might be worthwhile. What else is in the bag in this thing?
So you untie the top of the bag, and you see, but there is a total of 10 red tubes with fuses on the top of them.
Great.
There are 10 sticks of dynamite.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
And suddenly I am interested.
I'm gonna tie it
Imagine
back off.
this. The
and
10 sticks
take
of
the
dynamite
bag.
that interest you.
And you see that the bag is really thick, as if to an attempt to keep moisture out of it.
Are they dry?
Well, obviously.
Yes, they are dry.
And I don't know what was up yesterday, but you're coming in loud and clear today.
I found the settings. That was it was in the Windows 7 volume settings.
Ew, Windows 7. Ew.
Well, as Scott said, though, if you want something done right, you take the old reliable stuff.
And accept the security risks that come along with it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I'm in Windows 10. I just had to go to the, to control panel
Windows and
7.
security.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so, and there seems to be a few other goods in there. A couple of flasks of oil, some manacles, and a
Kinky.
crowbar.
Because who doesn't like bracelets?
And
Open at the bottom of the box.
it looks like there's a couple of crowbars too. It looks like this was a smuggling operation.
So I'm going to take the 10 minutes to cast identifiers. Real quick.
All right. So you cast. Question: does identify only determine magical items?
Well, these might be alchemical.
Yeah. Or if these aren't magical, does it tell you?
Well, if it has a magical effect, it would.
It does not have a magical effect.
There's no swords or anything in there, huh?
They're just a
No,
bunch of-
but
Meh.
If it's a
has an
magic
effect-
imbued object, so it doesn't have to be a magic item, but if it's got like a resistance, or if the drink does something other than taste good,
Oh,
would
it
tell me.
it does something.
then yeah, I would know, because that would be a magical effect at that point.
Give me 1 second. I'll just say, yeah. So it is a poison known as Dream Lily. When ingested, you know that in small doses it's used as a medical, but you also know it's a drug that can easily be used to be abused. Because when it's ingested, you're poisoned for an hour, but during that time, if you drop to 0 HP, you don't die. You get 1 HP back.
Huh.
But in exchange, you're poisoned for the duration, and you're immune to fear. Basically, you're high.
Gotcha. So it's the
It's
and then
yeah.
it's the honey from Futurama.
It's pain pills.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
At the
yeah.
downside of being
Yeah.
poisoned.
And you know that through legal channels, it can be fairly expensive at 10 gold a piece. But
Yeah, do we want to be carrying these around?
I mean,
It's a lot of
mean,
work.
Are any of us exactly legitimate?
Well, but
No.
it's, I mean, from like a practical standpoint, it's
Oh,
a lot
well,
of weight.
Yes, because we know that if we're in a place where we're like possibly going to die, that this would stop that from happening. Because if we die in this, you weren't here. If we die here, we're dead. There's no
Yep.
reviving once you've failed your 3-day save throws. So something like this would essentially give you a second chance to not die. So they've got lots of
Okay.
practical uses.
You can use it as a swift
I
action.
guess I'll take one.
it's why your patron hired you as well, to find out why people can't come back. So yeah.
Not in my wheelhouse, but he's got to be alive to pay me. So
Yeah. So yeah, you have 20 vials of that, as well as the 10 sticks of dynamite.
20. Geez, that's a lot. I take 2 of them.
That's
Dynamite. Dynamite does 1d6 fire damage per stick.
The fire druid can have those. I don't care about those. 2 left.
I'll take them
And
gladly.
dynamite, and you can tie the dynamite together.
I was just going to ask, can I use more than one at once?
Yes, you can easily tie them together and set
make
them
a
off.
giant ass explosion.
Well, we know Scott's in.
So at this
Oh,
point,
grab one.
Second call?
Dream Lily.
Who's got the friggin' skull and bones on him?
That's
that was
the
the
captain.
captain.
Oh.
Oh, give me 1 second. He was killed.
He's chained.
Ah.
I
Okay.
didn't even-
Yeah. So yeah, right now you're sitting on the coast. It's raining heavily, and you're starting to notice now that you're on the island. It is getting, because of the rain, the humidity is unbearable.
So it's
Florida.
I was gonna say it's a warm rain. Florida, maybe Hawaii.
Florida.
Florida.
Knowing how fucked up this island is, yeah, Florida. Well, we know that that Port Nyanzu is to the west. Perhaps we seek shelter there.
How far to the west do you think it'll be? Or should we try to find something closer?
You're thinking you were about an hour away on ship, so by land you probably got a good, especially since you don't know where you are.
Probably what, 2, 3, maybe 4 hours.
About
Probably
if you're
We're
lucky.
even on the same landmass.
So, question. I wanted, who's going to be leading the charge?
Yeah, not me.
I'm
a
gonna
big
look at
one.
the. I would look to the guy who looks like a hippie,
Hmm.
and ask how well do you know the forests?
These forests are strange to me.
But do you think you could find your way through them?
Potentially, if they were on fire.
Or I could just burn my way through.
I'm sorry, I had to. So I presume a series of survival checks?
Yes. Give me a survival check.
All right.
All right.
Oh, shit. Oh, God, that was terrible.
Yeah. So as you start heading into the forest, you kind of step into a bit of what you thought was just a puddle, but it was deeper than you thought.
What?
And a swarm of mosquitoes start to pop out of it.
Oh, nasty.
Um,
It is Florida.
Can I get everyone to give me a Constitution saving throw?
This should be
Is
good.
it poison?
Disease. So actually, except for Dusty,
Ooh, what?
You're
You don't
immune to
have to-
diseases.
you're immune to diseases.
Oh.
You're a paladin, so you can't
Oh,
get
yeah.
sick.
Yay!
All right. So everyone sits there, and they, you're like, a couple of you, Gattsu, and I'm gonna have to. How do you say that name?
Numen?
Newman?
Numen. Yeah. I
Numen.
mean, you guys,
Yep.
you definitely feel that you got bit a few times, but you're like, oh, you feel fine. So you continue on your way. Another survival check.
All right.
All right, so you're starting to get through. You notice that the jungle, like you're starting to get your bearing now as you go through, and you're like, okay, you know, you're starting to see some paths, you know, that people have gone through before. At this point, both Gattsu and Numen, you start to shiver. You're like, all of a sudden, despite this humidity, you're freezing. And you just... You're like shaking.
What the fuck's
You're
wrong
like-
with me?
You look at it, you're like... You kind of sit there like, you're like, what the fuck's wrong with me? And you're like... I think I got a cold. You're sitting there, you can't seem to figure out what you have right now. And at this point in the jungle, you notice that there's a stream up ahead. So go ahead and drag yourselves onto here.
From where?
Sorry, we don't see our tokens.
Go to the second tab, characters, and then drag yourself on.
Second tab. I don't see a second
In roll
tab.
20, upper
Yeah.
right,
I see it.
second tab.
Yeah.
Paper, and if you highlight it, it says journal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me hold on. You guys would have been a bit back, so you do see to the left here. So you guys be back here. Yeah, but yeah, you see to the left what looks to be a campfire, but one that's been out for a while. A backpack, a sleeping bag.
What the fuck? Somebody's gone.
Let's see, 1, 2.
Yeet.
Somebody yeeted me off the map.
There, you're back. Yeah, you see to the left that there was a campfire, and you do see on this, right in front of the river, a lot of little blow darts. And
I'm gonna work my way left
There you go. Yeah.
around the camp.
Yeah.
Through the trees here.
yeah, through the trees here. So yeah, you
Through the trees.
yeah, so you kind of sneak around and you're looking around and you don't see any other forms of life in the trees around here.
I'm gonna walk straight up because I'm a big motherfucker.
Okay, yeah, you
See if there's anybody there.
you're stealthily going through. You don't see anyone. And you notice the bag's been tipped over and rifled through.
See if there's anything left in there, or any clues.
Yeah. You look through and anything of value has been picked through. But you notice the embers coming off of the fire.
Yeah.
That
they're
it's
still-
not that old.
Okay.
I look through the foliage and look for signs of a forged trail outside of the trail through the stream.
Okay, give me a niche check.
Already did.
17. You see a lot of little footprints have been going in around the let me just so you see that there's been a lot of activity in these trees. Whatever went through these trees were very small, like about you would estimate about half the size of an average human.
It's those goddamn pygmies from Diablo 2 Act 3.
Yeah. At this point, given and you do see that there's a nice stream here, and then you see parts of the bank on the other side.
No bridge or anything.
Nope. But yeah, you do see that there's an excessive amount of footprints going around this rock to the left of it.
So the Sand People didn't hide their numbers.
They didn't really hide their numbers, but they all seem to go from the trail to the left.
Okay. I'll follow that to the
So-
left.
So you're coming up here. From once you get to the river, you see a big clearing, and you can see on the other side, and you see one of the members of that was on your ship is also wearing that, and he's in the mouth of a very large crocodile.
Damn. Fucking crocodile up. Who's with me?
We'll get over the river first.
Yeah, I'm just standing at the bank.
Yeah, you're standing at the bank.
Hearing the
said
paladin
right
call
here.
out,
Is there
I'll,
a tree near the edge of the water that would be decent enough for me to climb into?
Yeah, this tree or this tree. Both of those are easy to climb
Oh.
up to.
Can't see what you're.
Oh, you don't see up here.
don't see the marker.
There it
There
is.
we go.
Oh, those are mine.
Yeah, right about here and here.
How deep is this river?
It's not deep. It's about ankle deep.
Oh,
Well, I'm
Oh,
going
hell.
up this tree because, as far as I'm aware, crocodiles climb trees.
So you go up the tree. Give me a perception check.
who?
Andrew, because he's up in the tree. 11. Okay, yeah, they didn't hide themselves well. You see, hiding in this bush, some goblins.
Is that
Yeah.
a triple stack goblin?
Yeah, this stack right here. There's 3 goblins standing on top of each other's shoulders.
Perfect.
I
Okay.
should ask them what the fuck they're doing.
It's a goblin.
no.
Fuck that shit.
We haven't
Well-
started combat yet.
I actually
Yeah,
think
no.
Can
Nope,
I hear
they,
the goblin?
The goblins seem to be distracted. Like, this one is actually looking at the paladin, the one that yelled out. So they seem to be eyeing up, and they're readying themselves, but they're hiding. And you notice this one here, the one that's seems to be making some motions and is looking to. Yeah, let me just zoom out here. And just right now. There we go. He is yelling out to what looks to be that group. Let me make my. Actually, that would probably be. There.
Oh,
Does that
there
make
you
it
go.
easier to see?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, he seems to be making some like hand motions to this big bush over here.
Hand motions, huh?
So you can tell that there's something there. We don't know what yet.
Uh,
I'm going to use my steady aim.
Yep.
And the fact that I'm up a tree and they don't seem to notice me and we're not in combat.
Oh
I
yeah.
want to pick off the goblin at the bottom of that triple stack.
All right, go ahead and roll with advantage.
There's the button.
Probably should get closer.
He's an archer. Yeah.
Yeah.
He is.
No, me.
Oh yeah, you can go ahead and move up. You probably would have moved up.
Yeah.
Eric, where's the
Can I
button?
hear the goblin speaking?
Yeah,
Where's your streamy thingy?
never mind, I found it.
There you
Don't know how to add opportunity to it though.
Click on the red B up in the top right of your Chrome and go to type of roll and choose ask every time.
Yeah, because then it'll give you a pop-up to say if you want to roll with advantage or disadvantage.
Oh, how does that mean?
That you shoot, and it kind of you shoot where because they're all wearing these wooden masks, and you clip the mask off its face. You were
Good.
going for its face, or its head, but it kind of shoots it off, and this one starts to screech at that, and with that, we're gonna roll initiative.
How do you roll initiative on here?
The initiative button.
Dude, I don't even see it.
Beside your
on your
armor
sheet.
class in the top middle.
Sorry, what?
Hello.
On your character sheet, it's above like the action spells equipment one, and it's to the left. of
Oh,
armor class.
initiative. Yeah, there it is.
It says you wanted to send the result of this roll to the turn tracker, but no valid token was selected.
Oh,
I'm seeing
right.
that.
Click on your
Don't-
picture.
Mhm.
No, don't. I'm not doing that with. I'm using the D&D 20 combat tracker.
Cool.
It tells us though, so we know.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know.
No, I do speak Goblin. I could.
As do I.
They
Oh,
after
we're
getting
past it.
oh hey, it popped up.
Oh, that's cool.
Hey,
Nice.
we're kind of past that now.
Yeah, after they take a shot. So
Oh, you
Alright,
need your
lovely.
other R. Oh yeah, right. You haven't got it yet.
Zradak, you're first.
All right, can I
Goblins.
summon my elemental nearby them?
I do believe there's
It's a 60-foot cast range or something.
yeah. Let's pull up your sheet.
And now, while you're doing that, I'm gonna try to find it.
10 feet. 10 feet. So,
10 feet from me.
Yeah. So
Oh, God.
Shit. Okay,
God.
no, then. Nope, that's not gonna work through the way I wanted.
you do know that the moisture of the like because it's been raining so heavily, the trees have a very low chance of actually catching on fire.
I was not looking to hurt the party while I light.
You can get away with it.
All right.
Right there.
Where do I find him?
Mm.
Jesus.
Yeah, you just have to move up.
Oh, I'm there.
I know. I'm just looking for
It's
the
a
thing
10-foot range when he summons it.
Oh, in the oh, crap.
Yeah, I'm looking for it on my sheet.
What do you look
Oh,
for?
it's under action. You have your unarmed attack, and then it's summon. So, like your actions.
Hold on, I must be in the wrong tab.
Actions, spells, equipment, then actions all.
There it goes. I had to make the window bigger.
Okay, yeah. So yeah.
Shit, where was it? There it is. Summon wild beast.
Yeah, and you have a token in the journal as well for you to control.
Okay, I'll. I see a couple of different beasts here. A couple of.
Here, there you go.
Oh no, not that one. I'm looking for which one of these things do I hit in the summon wildfire command.
You don't need to worry about. There's nothing to hit for summoning it because it just summons, and since
Oh,
you're not
okay.
actually dealing damage with the summon for this one, you're fine.
Okay.
The teleport though, that one has the attack button.
Okay, that's what I was getting confused about. I thought I had to
Yeah.
hit something on the sheet.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, it can be 30 feet away from you. It's 10 feet. Anything that's within 10 feet of the spirit when you summon it. So it can be 30 feet from you when you
So
summon it.
you could move
That's-
closer to them and summon it so that it damages all of them. Then
Can we retroactively say that?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
All right, let's do that.
So go ahead and move where you're going up to, and then where you're gonna.
Let's see, right about there, or can I go there?
You can go here.
Yeah.
You can go all the way up to them.
All right, summon right next to them so they both take their damage.
Yep. So they need to make some dex saves. Just heads up, it automatically hides my rolls. And they both fail, so give me 2d6 fire damage.
All right, I see a hit.
so when you
If I hit the right one, that
yeah,
oh,
that's
damn.
it.
That's pathetic.
Yep.
Oh wait,
That's
that's
only 1d6.
I'm sorry.
You said 2d6 fire damage. You did 1d6.
That's what the button had.
uh,
Again?
Just do it manually.
Yeah, that works.
All right.
All right. So 8 damage. So with that, this goblin bursts into flames and is dead. And
Hooray!
And as the flames kick up, it takes the top one on the top, or it's still alive, but it has the top one off of it. So it's only 2 goblins now.
I don't know why, that's funny.
All right. Is there anything else you want to do?
Not that I can think of at the moment.
Okay. So with that, It's Gattsu the Mad.
How does diagonals work? How do diagonals work in 5th ed?
Same as Pathfinder. We do the snap to center for the
Yep.
measurement.
So
Stupid thing. Sorry, I had to move my dude.
yeah.
30 feet. Look at that.
All right.
Wonk.
Actually, before you get there, oh, you can't see it because your token's on top of it, but you step in some spikes that were hidden in the water. Give me a dex saving throw.
Just snatch his ass in a bear trap.
You take
Goblin-
You take 4 points of piercing damage as it manages to get under part of your armor and into your thigh.
Ouch.
And you look down and you can see that this is clearly, and you do actually see, because you're standing right beside them. You see those ones.
Okay. Does that halt movement?
No, you can keep going.
Yeah, don't step on that thing. And smash him into face.
Go for it.
I love how we're attacking the goblins. Meanwhile, there's an alligator right over there.
You
Fuck
swing
yeah.
down, and the goblins quickly jump off the shoulders of each other and go left and right, so your blade goes right between them. And then they quickly go and stack themselves back up.
Hold on, let me.
How's that for a fuck you?
Hold on, there's a thing I can do.
You're thinking about precise strike.
Yes.
Oh, yes. You can roll a d8 and add it to your roll.
Superiority dice and.
You do. So, roll damage. So as they jump apart and they go to try to scramble back up, as you're swinging down, you kind of go into a golf swing. And one of them, you see that there's no more head, as the head seems to land over here into the rocks. Into the
Free
river.
action to yell 4.
And there's one left, and it looks terrified.
Ooh.
And, oh, sorry. Is that?
That's me.
Is there anything else you want to do before we go?
No, that's it.
Okay, Moardorr.
Oh no. How the
Before you go,
how do you? What the fuck?
You,
It's
dude.
hold on. Fuck.
So yeah, you step in a spike trap. Give me a deck save.
No.
Hold on. God damn it.
What are you trying to do?
Trying to fucking get control of my screen. Okay, so deck save?
Yep.
It's a simple dexterity roll, right?
Yep. Yeah, so you kind of, it hits you, but it hits the armored part of your boot, so you kind of just crunch through them.
Okay.
So that one's gone. So yeah,
And for some reason I can't fucking get the fucking bar for the distance.
On the left-hand side, you have to click on the
from
little
here, this
circle.
this is about as far as you can go.
All right. Well, yes, that's where I'm sticking.
Yeah.
And I'm too far away to. I don't even think I have anything cast worthy for them. So I have Cure Wounds, Detect Magic, Hellish Rebuke. Oh, I have inflict wounds, but it requires a touch and shield of
Yeah.
faith.
Any holy flame spells?
No.
Paladins are built around just smashing things in the face really hard.
Yeah.
No.
Yes. Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, you moved.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that got
Oh, God.
dead. Oh crap! I guess you didn't see all those. I did realize that because you could see in the initiative. Might as well show you them in this bush.
Oh, there was
And
a
know
few
some of
over
them are
here.
over there. We just didn't know how many.
Yeah.
At this point, they all seem to jump out of their nice little hidey hole. And let's go here. So they're gonna go. They're gonna approach up, and they see this. They see two lovely targets, and
Bring
you
it,
see
man.
that they all pull out little blow darts.
Ding ding.
And you're each gonna get 2.
Oh, God.
Does 19 hit you, Gattsu?
19 does.
Okay, and for Moardorr, one of them's a crit.
Wait,
So-
what?
One of them critically hit you. So,
But a 19 doesn't hit me.
no, but his is a 24.
Oh.
The one that you got 2 shots each.
Oh, this is bullshit, man.
So,
That's it, you little bastard. I'm gonna kill you and your entire
Gattsu,
fucking
you
family.
take 5 points of damage as it hits you in the shoulder, and Moardorr, you get 1 right in your collarbone, and you take 10 points of piercing.
That motherfucker.
Boop, 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 boop. It is the crocodile's turn. It's got a lovely meal.
Hmm.
So this one is going to immediately disengage and is running the fuck away. It ducks in between your legs. Where the other one
Better run, bitch.
Jesus.
is running up, and it's gonna shoot the
Booga
one that
booga.
killed its ally with 3 blow darts. So you get you see 2 of them ping off your armor, and you're expecting the 3rd bolt, and you see the bottom one is sitting there choking because it swallowed the bolt. It's sitting there like gagging, and it's the bottom one that's doing it as well.
I see a wobbly sack.
Bhalmar.
All right, I'm gonna move up to here, and I'm gonna cast my favorite spell versus midgets:
Boot.
sleep.
Go for it. Where?
I'm gonna be centering it right there, so it's gonna target all 5 of them.
'Kay.
And I will cast it as a level 2 spell.
Oh God.
The fuck?
It put it in here.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't
so-
need to. Well,
You know, if you hit cast on a spell, it'll always put the full description in the chat.
70.
Don't have spells.
So, okay, good to know.
Oh yeah. You
Jesus.
see as your ally drops a spell, and they all fall asleep. Numen, it is your
One of
turn.
them on your way.
Even the triple stack, they're all asleep.
Fuck, why didn't I take cleave?
The one on the bottom is going to be dead.
Yeah, that one. You see that it's when it falls asleep, it can't seem to eject the dart in time, and it instead of falling asleep, it kind of gives its last gasping breath.
That'll be my turn.
Yep. And Numen. You see a bunch of sleeping goblins, and one is running away.
Little bitch.
Crocodile.
Just as an aside, hey, can I call him a cowardly little bitch in his own tongue since I do speak goblin?
Yep.
Maybe the swift
Easily.
action.
So yeah, by the way,
Roy!
the crocodile is
Okay.
not paying attention, so you do have advantage on this.
You know, I don't know if I want to piss it off though, and it's got all that sitting there to the side.
And to be fair, you've got 1, 2, 3 of us.
I know, but I don't want to.
And also, you're in
You're-
the.
Yeah, I'm up in the tree. I know.
Yeah.
But with them in front of me, they make a nice little guard. But at the same time, if I piss off the crocodile, he might eat my nice little guard.
Fair though, he is the only active combatant
Okay.
right now.
I have an idea. No, well, nobody's active because the goblin's kind of running away. The crocodile doesn't give a shit.
The other 5 are asleep.
I'm gonna.
And that's dead.
I have a potion of poison on me.
Yes.
I'm gonna dip one of my arrowheads in it,
Okay.
and then I'm going to fire at the crocodile.
Go for it.
So the crocodile doesn't care about me, so is it just a standard roll? Or...
Nope, it's advantage. It's not paying attention.
You can also hide as a bonus action to be,
Jesus Christ.
No idea.
or your other ability
You
too.
can't get me.
I still posit that the one earlier was fucking horrible.
Yep, you hit easy.
So,
Go ahead and roll damage. And then this needs to make a con save. And with that, you're seeing it's crunching. You shoot, and it goes into its eye, and it's crunching for a little bit more, and then it kind of slumps down. And it's dead.
nice.
At this point, initiatives. This one's just going to go up into the. It's just sitting there cowering in a corner. And these ones are. At this point, it's really easy to just go up and coup de grace all these little goblins. So with that. Boop. We're out of initiative.
First chance, my next turn, I was going to pull a crossbow and shoot the fucker that's fleeing.
Oh, you can easily do that. It's cowering in a corner. It's an easy shot.
Eyes attack. It's no longer happy.
Yep. So yeah,
Jesus, you.
are you going to kill these goblins? Or are you going to do anything else to them?
I'm killing him. I'm a
Oh.
dwarf.
No, I might rape him, but I'm gonna kill him.
Call the police. Get what you fucking deserve.
So yeah, you kill the.
I mean, you're a dwarf. Y'all are sick.
So yeah,
Okay.
they're all dead. They all have blowguns on them. They all have little short swords.
I'm more concerned about the guy the crocodile was eating.
So yeah, you pull out what's left of him, and you notice he has the exact same symbol as the other one did, with the flaming fist on it.
Okay, what about this sword stuck in the ground here? Is that important?
That's his sword.
His longsword.
And you see that the sword is chipped now, and it's lost its edge.
My arrow, is it retrievable or is it towed?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's perfectly sticking out of its eye. You just pop it out and you take a quick look, and yeah, it's still stable condition.
Perfect.
Yeah. So you look around and you don't hear any other signs of potentially any other goblins. You do notice that all these goblins are very unlike traditional goblins that you may have come across on the mainland. These ones are all very tribalistic. They're all wearing wooden masks.
They're essentially Tiki warrior.
They seem
Basically.
far too intelligent, if you ask me.
And they all seem to have the same markings as if they belong to a tribe.
Do a nature check to see if I can see where they came from.
Sure.
Same thought.
Same.
You take a look around and you go, yep, they came from here. You're like, you can't seem to find any other.
There you go. How about that?
And you go, no, they obviously came from that tree. But Zradak, you're looking at the tree and you're like looking for any disturbances in the trees, and you notice that they seem to have come from.
Damn,
They seem
dude.
to be coming from deeper into the jungle, off the beaten trail.
Where the little bitch ran off to.
Yeah, where he was running off to. So the main path that seems to be well walked isn't where they came from.
So somebody went to go warn them. Fun.
So, the rest of these, are they dead or are they just still asleep?
Oh, they're all dead.
We said we're killing them all.
Yeah.
Coup de grace.
So I'm going to cross the water where Moardorr had broken his trap.
Yep.
So I don't trigger one.
I'm going to follow behind
Yeah,
because...
And yeah, you do see.
Thanks
that
for breaking the
there's-
trap.
Yeah, there was traps all along the way except for the left where all their footprints were going.
They set the traps?
Yes.
Yeah.
You take a look, they're very crude
Huh.
pikes. And when you look over, when you see the crocodile, when you were pulling the corpse out, you see that it's got some markings on it, like some mud markings that are similar to the Goblin tribe's symbols, and it looks like it was a pet.
Oh,
Somebody made a
you killed
sacrifice.
somebody's pet. You should feel ashamed of yourself.
Hey,
how
at
many
least it
goblins
was
do they have to
painless.
sacrifice to get that?
It was painless though. It was straight to the brain.
Yeah. Well, it was clearly the Goblin's trained attack pet.
I'm trained too well. You got killed in one round.
Yes, sir.
Well, do we want to follow
its masters, that's for sure.
Do we want to follow this into the middle of nowhere, or do we want to get to town and figure out what the hell is going on here?
I kind of want to follow them.
With a bunch of goblins.
Hey,
Kinda
it isn't
wanna
D&D without a
follow
bunch of
them.
goblins.
I mean, as I'm
I
walking
know.
around cleaning up your work, Eric, making sure they're dead. Stab, stab, stab.
Stabby, stabby.
Let's find where these fuckers came from.
Yeah, I mean, nothing else. I can talk to them like, what the hell, man?
You do
Too late for
realize
that.
those who failed their saves are starting to shiver even more. Your temperature starts to keep going down. Like, no matter how much heat you seem to get, like you could be sitting in front of a fire right now and you wouldn't feel any warmth off of it.
You'd be riding piggyback on Scott's. His
Any
fire, whatever the
information
hell
about
it
this
is.
progression
As of right now,
with that roll?
with that roll, you feel that the progression's getting worse. And currently, right now, you do not benefit from a short or long rest for healing HP while you're infected.
Do I
And
know
you-
if this
you
has a
bas-
duration?
You're sitting there. You feel, based on that, you feel that this most likely is probably going to need an antidote of some sort.
You were poisoned?
Yeah, him
Oh,
and
Yeah.
who was the other one?
You feel maybe if you took a long rest, maybe you might, if you sat down, you might be able to sleep it off. But at this point, you're not sure. It's still fairly unknown to you what you have.
Got
You
some
started-
herpetosyphilis.
And you start noticing that even the chattering of your teeth is starting to make noise that you can't seem to stop yourself. And with two of you making this, there's quite a bit of noise coming from your group.
Would I know who in our party has the most medical potential?
Not offhand, but you could ask. It wouldn't be too hard to just ask if anyone could take a look at you.
That's fair. Anyone here figure out what the fuck is going on with us?
I can try a medicine roll.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll look it up.
All right.
Nat
Hello.
20. You sitting there, you're looking at him. You ask him to stick out his tongue. You put your finger on it. You lick it.
Put your finger elsewhere.
And you go, this is shivering sickness. You're like, you know that you could potentially shake it off if you sit down and take a long rest. But it's not guaranteed. And that the sickness seems to halt the body's natural healing properties. And as the symptoms go on, your vision starts to blur. You'll start to get disoriented. So you can chance trying to let your body heal itself, or you can try to find some medicine.
I don't know if
What
this
about
works in
the-
5th ed, but nature roll for natural remedies.
I could try a nature roll.
I could. I have proficiency with alchemist tools. I could try to
Yeah,
make a potion.
if you guys give me a couple of nature rolls, and if you
How
roll
about
high
that one?
enough. Nope, it's going to need a couple to see if you guys can scrounge up enough ingredients.
Sure.
No.
I'll be over here chewing on weeds.
No, overall
Shit.
average is good.
Sure.
I'm going with your 14.
Excuse me.
So, yeah, you guys look around and you seem to find a bunch of medicinal herbs. And
Shit.
you feel that, with your alchemist, you can kind of, you're like, you probably would want a herbalism, so,
Does my herbalism kit count for anything?
oh, if you have proficiency, yes, you could easily make a nice little salve. So,
All right.
So you don't need to roll for it. You'll,
Alright.
since you're proficient with it, yeah. So you make it. Can I get both Numen and Gattsu to make another Constitution save?
Oh, did I fail my initial one?
Yeah.
Basically, the salve's going to give you another chance to shake it off. So, Gattsu, you feel the salve, and it's like Vicks, like you get the vapors into here, and you feel it shiver. Or Numen, you're chattering and such. It makes it hard to focus, and you're trying to let the medicine do its work, but you keep shaking too much, and the medicine didn't seem to take for you.
Well, I mean, if we find that goblin camp there, we could clear it out and use it as a small base to recover after the fact, and maybe they have a remedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm assuming you're going to go deeper into the jungle.
As much as I'd not like to, everyone else is going that way. I'm not going to survive on my own. So.
We're gonna find you some salves.
So, give me a survival roll, whoever's leading.
Our hippie was.
Oh shit!
So, you start going through the jungle and you lose track. You're like sitting there, like the jungle seems to be like it's so unfamiliar to you. It's as if it's its own living, breathing creature. Like you see signs of the goblins, but then it's like they were expert at hiding some spots, and you lose the trail.
I led us down the wrong path. At least I didn't go one.
And eventually, you think you find the trail, but then you find the main trail. So you found a trail. It's just
The wrong
the
one.
it's just not the goblins one. But you do see a small little clearing that you could use to rest.
Shall we long rest to see if we can snap out of it, Numen?
Yeah, might as well.
All right.
Yeah,
So-
the damage I took crossing or Christ from was it from the
Oh, yeah,
goblin
from the
or
trap?
Yeah. Will that be cured on thing, or do I need to
No,
cast a cure
yeah.
wound?
When you long rest, normally you get all your HP back.
Okay.
On a short rest, you have to use your hit dice.
All right, so
Okay.
hit a button. Hit the button.
Yeah.
I'm going to. So are we staying at this one down here?
Yeah, I don't have a map for the spot that you're currently.
Is it like a one small opening for it?
Yeah, there's a small opening. Like it's kind
So-
of tucked under. Like there's a bit of a rock that acts as a little bit of a natural shelter, and it's not a cave per se, but it's kind of just a nice little dip.
I'm going to cast alarm on the entrance.
Okay.
All right, everyone hit long rest.
Yep. So is anyone going to stay up, and keep watch?
So the alarm's for.
I will.
Okay.
I think. Let me see if I actually took that.
Oh wait, crap! I need to rest.
Yeah.
My alarm also is an 8-hour thing that will immediately wake me up if anything crosses it.
Because I'm affected by this, I don't get my HP back, right?
That is correct. But you do get another save to try to shake it off. So give me another con. And with that, when you wake up, you're you're no longer shaking. You managed to shake it off.
You shook your shakes.
But you still feel like shit.
And you look around, and your alarm seems to be untouched. Question: did everyone fall asleep? Like, did no one stay awake?
I didn't stay awake. I
Dusty
relied on my alarm.
volunteered to stay awake.
I was feeling my crap. I wasn't staying awake.
So, Bhalmar, you notice something. You wake up and you're like scratch your beard, and from your cheek, you notice that there's a nice chunk of your beard missing. And you notice that there seems to be some ants crawling on your skin,
Jesus.
and you're confused at. And as you feel like where you're the missing, you feel clear claw marks,
Oh damn.
as if something just
Took a nibble.
not
You were
nibble. It's more
tasty.
like something grabbed at your face,
Jesus.
and you're looking around and you're confused as to how.
How something would get past my alarm? Yeah.
Yes, and you're like, you're confused. You look and you look around and you don't see any footprints, like except for right beside your bed, as if something just appeared out of nowhere right beside you and took a chunk of your hair.
Grumble about it in my precious beard. Well, shall we attempt to find those goblins again? Perhaps this thing that snuck into our camp?
I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
Works
it
for
didn't
me.
go after me or anything.
It just went after me. Yeah.
It's got a thing for beards. My race doesn't.
I was gonna say it thought you had a purty mouth.
Jesus.
So you're gonna go deep into the forest to.
Yeah.
Goblin hunting take 2.
All right. Survival.
Mouse leading
So,
Bah!
if
God.
anyone wants, you guys have noticed that your nature
Or-
companion seems to get distracted easily. If anyone
I'm
wants
no
to
better
help
at that.
out, you can. If you want to help out, just like by kind of like maybe keeping them focused, you would get. You could give.
He'd roll again for this.
Yeah, he'd roll again with advantage, basically. So give me another survival check.
Me?
Jesus.
Yes.
All right.
There you go. This time you're about to go one way, and you feel a dwarf. The dwarf kind of just buckling his knees. It's like he's like like focus, and you go, oh okay, and then you see the footprints, but you see 2 sets. You find 2 trails with that. One is the goblins, and you can count by the footprints that it looks like the number of goblins that you killed seems to have been the full party. But the other one is
Save one.
larger. It looks humanoid, but it's unnatural. Like it looks weird. Like its foot sprawls out way too long than a normal human's foot would. You're not sure what it is, and you notice by the footprint, there seems to be a lot of little ants.
Mer?
Do a nature check to see if I can figure out what the fuck it is.
Go for it.
I'll take a stab at it too. Ah! I fail at nature, being a druid.
You look around. You're looking at it, and you see Zradak trying to inspect it, but got a little too close, and one of the ants kind of got on her face. And she, You look at it, you can't seem to notice the nature, but as you're looking at the ants, you kind of look, and the ants look dead. Like they're unnaturally being moved.
Undead ants.
Undead ants.
Where raid doesn't work.
Jesus.
You take a look, and you're trying to think if there's anything magical, and you can't see anything on the ants themselves. Like there doesn't seem to be anything that seems to be animating them, but you have a very strong suspicion that there some form of magic is involved. So, which trail would you like to follow? The main trail? The goblin trail? Or whatever the fuck this is?
The one that took my beard.
Oh my god.
You must pay.
I could burn the other side and make it even.
Gonna pay.
So, you guys are going deeper into the forest.
Yeah, screw the goblins. Go after the.
Yeah.
There's a good chance that whatever this
Real
thing
quick,
reanimates
did
ants is.
we
No,
complete
yeah,
the rest?
Yes,
And
long rest has been done.
so how does healing work?
In D&D, in Beyond, at the top of the screen, like above where your HP is, there's short rest and long rest button.
Ah, and that was
you click on it-
a short rest.
No, long rest.
Long
If you
rest.
click it, and then there should be a confirm button.
Yeah, you have to hit it quickly, otherwise
Yeah.
the time's out.
And then it automatically, the whole sheet will automatically reset anything involved with the long rest.
Oh.
And the short rest does that too. So any abilities that you've used up, it automatically unticks the boxes for you. It's really nice. So you guys go deeper into the forest until eventually you come across what looks to be some old ruins. And you see...
Oh.
There's a chick. Dibs.
Yeah.
Does she look like one of the chick from the boat?
Yeah, but she was in the water. Dead.
You say no, she does not. She
Okay.
I'm just using the token again. But
Shenanigans.
yeah. She's sitting there
Shenanigans.
she seems to have a satchel and she seems to be gathering up some herbs. And yeah,
Does the ant trail appear to lead to her? Oh.
You look around, you can't seem to see any ants in the nearby area, nor the footsteps. It's as if they disappeared again.
Excuse me.
So, oh, hello there. How are you doing? I didn't expect to see any company out in the jungle here. What can I do for you? Assuming you went up to talk to her.
I ain't going anywhere near.
Beardo.
Oh, I thought Dusty did.
Oh, yeah, I will.
So yeah, she's like, oh, didn't expect to see someone out here.
I guess, yeah, neither did I.
Oh, I make a living out here. I gather some herbs. You know,
You know that good, gushy?
these are more medical herbs.
Medicinal. I can dig it.
It's she looks up at you. She's like, it's not often you see someone as tall as you.
Well, I don't know what to say. My parents were big.
So, where are you going?
Are we still looking for the goblin camp? Or
I'm-
the ants?
No,
or-
we want the.
I think we're-
person.
I'm looking for the beard thief. Yeah.
We're on the beard subquest. Then we're gonna go back to goblins.
And she looks up. She's like, oh, you have a remarkable lack of hair on the top of your head. She's like, it's not often you see someone that. She's like, there's interesting tattoos all over you.
Just for men.
You want to touch it?
Oh, can I? She reaches up to touch
Jesus.
the top of your head.
I'm nervous now. Should I? Yeah, all right.
Okay, yeah, and she touches and she's like, oh, smooth. And then her ring kind of clips you a little bit.
That's it. You're
And,
dead.
she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And you look and you see a tiny trail of blood. She says,
Mother.
oh, I'm so sorry. This old thing sometimes has some jaded edges.
Jesus. So, all right, now you got to sleep with me. No. No,
She says, are you going anywhere in particular? Are you heading back to town?
Following a trail of dead ends. And a,
yeah.
Shh, I didn't see you there.
Yeah, pretty much.
So is it, who's approached her by now?
Oh, I have, and I think Eric has.
Yeah, everyone but I think the assassin wants to stay hidden.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near her.
Yeah, and she's sitting there, she looks over, it's like, oh, quite a group. Looking for ants? I mean, there's so many insects in the jungle.
well, there was a trail of dead ends leading in this general direction, and possibly some creature a little bit larger than a human. It was.
There's so many creatures out in that fit that description. I have no idea what could. I mean, there's trolls. There's the undead.
I'd like to do an insight check.
Go for it.
I mean, I figured troll would be.
19. She's not lying, but you get the feeling she's going through the motions. Like everything she's doing is
She's a lookout for somebody.
an act. Whenever, as much as you look at her, you just see someone in costume talking.
Well, how about I pull out my sword, stick it up to her throat, and ask her for the truth?
She says, "Oh, what? I really don't know what you're talking about. I."
Ooh, are we starting the interrogation?
So on hearing this, I'll get up from my perch where I'm sharpening my sword with a stone.
And her form starts to twist, and you see a shriveled up woman with 2 coins over her eyes and lots of ants crawling all over her.
Ugh. Well, I think we found it.
If we're not,
She kind of reaches into her pocket and she pulls out the chunk of flesh with your beard on, and she says, "Oh, I just couldn't resist such a lovely texture, my dear."
if we're not already in initiative, I ready an
casting.
attack action.
Yes,
I'm
you're
casting
not
Firebolt.
So if that's the case.
Hold on.
If we're not immediately in combat, I step and swing.
Okay.
Hey, I get a sneak attack.
Yep,
Oh yeah.
the 3 of us definitely do. Well, yeah. I would have immediately yelled out, "You beard thief!" as I cast Firebolt to make it
You
obvious that
beard
Okay.
thief. One thing you don't take from a dwarf is his beard.
damn straight.
So go ahead and everyone can go ahead and get an attack off.
With the ditch.
I mean, I'd assume.
Firebolt does she have to make a save?
Yep, stack roll.
Okay.
Suck on these nuts.
Yeah, you shoot the bolt and.
Oh no. This is my sword.
Oh, sorry. No, I'm going for Eric's attack first.
Okay.
So
Here,
the 14, as your firebolt goes, you see that the coin in her eye kind of glints, and it kind of seems to unnaturally shift past her and hit over here. Your sword attack does hit.
No.
Hold on. I'm gonna re-roll the 1.
Oh, go.
I had already did, I think. Yep.
Oh, did it automatically re-roll it? No, it didn't.
No, so you can go and re-roll the 1. Easiest way would be just to manually.
Fucking.
Yep.
Okay.
So same damage. But
Same damage.
Confirmed it.
As your sword hits into her, it is dense flesh. Like you're barely getting into her flesh as you're hitting into her.
Okay.
I appear to have a big black thing in my way.
Or, I mean, hiding anyway.
What the fuck?
Can I tell if she reacted to my swing?
Oh, she reacted. It did hurt her, but when you pushed into it, like you can feel that it really did. Like even more so than what like it barely sunk into her flesh. At most, you feel like you gave her a paper cut.
Gotcha.
All right.
No, I'm gonna pop combat superiority. Get another attack.
Go for it.
Our action surge. There it is.
Where's the combat? What's it?
We're doing basically a surprise round first.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh.
when you're ready, I'm ready to strike.
Yep. So you hit her again.
I'm just.
Reroll the 2. I think I could do that infinitely, right?
No, I actually just re-rolled.
Yeah, whatever you reroll.
Yeah,
it
whatever I
is.
roll, I have to use, but I can do it infinitely.
Oh yeah. There's no restriction. Whenever you roll a 1 or 2 for damage, you get to reroll.
All right, so add 1, 10.
Okay. And you still keep getting that feeling that you're not really hurting her. Okay.
There's
Andrew's doing one as well.
Yep. Go for it.
I don't know if I can. There's something in my way.
yeah.
Well, here,
There's
I'll-
a-
Well, you're not directly behind it, and you're shooting from range. So
Yeah,
if
you
anything,
could-
it'll add a tiny bit of AC, if anything, but you still
Yeah.
get advantage on the attack.
Yeah.
No,
She
Saying
has
like-
she has half cover right now with Gattsu in
Right.
the way, but you can still shoot.
Oh, so they do take that into consideration?
Yeah.
Pathfinder doesn't
Half
give
and
two
3/4.
shits.
Yeah.
Well, Pathfinder also allows you to do a billion other things.
That's
Yeah. So yeah, and you can go ahead with advantage on that one because she didn't see you. You shoot and you see it hit her flesh, but it didn't pierce and it rolled off.
so she took the impact.
She took the impact. It doesn't do any damage.
Okay.
It just fell off her skin. And
All right. I'll
Moardorr, go ahead and yeah,
yeah.
both Moardorr and Drak needs to.
Here, I'm gonna scorch ray.
Oh.
Wait, it didn't go out.
God damn it.
Shit, this is way so small. Cast
The
on
Scorching Ray, you roll to attack 3 times.
Yeah.
And then you roll the damage twice more if you hit.
So don't hit the button
Well,
for that one. Or cast in VTT.
To the left of Scorching Ray should have a hit, should say like +5 or something.
Yeah. Hit that
Yeah.
first. Okay.
Yeah, hit that first.
So I'm a.
Oh, fuck me.
So you shoot the beam and you see her eye glint again, and that's gonna go off and hit Gattsu.
Sorry.
So we'll just use your first attack roll, so the 8 fire damage.
Motherfucker.
As you feel a burning sensation in the back.
First I'm cold, now I'm fucking burning.
Friendly fire in the second fight.
As you go to inflict wounds, you go up to grab her,
Mhm.
and instead she grabs you, and she's grabbing your wrist, and you feel an immense strength coming from this old woman. Like, this is like unnaturally strong.
Vitamins, they do wonders for the body.
You're
If anyone remembers that Star Trek reference.
Yeah. And with that, she says, you're not ready. You're not ready for it yet.
Uh-huh.
But soon. And with that, she disappears.
What the fuck?
Oh, sorry. First, no, wait, everyone's attacked, right?
The
Andrew hasn't yet. Oh, no, he ate.
They did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dumb stuff.
yeah.
And she disappears.
What the hell?
Nasty.
I'm yeah. That meant a complete
At this
loss.
point, though, I will point out you had a long rest partway into the day, and you went off a bit of this trail. It's starting to get dark.
Investigate this thing.
That thing? Go for it.
Give me a stand up.
And using stone cutting.
Oh,
Four.
okay, so
I need troll damage.
so you look through, and yeah, based on the stone, you can tell quite clearly that this was purposely made, and it seems to be from a very old civilization. This, looking around, the ruins have been here for a long time, and whatever once was here, it looked like it was a trail, but this seemed to be a crossroad of sorts. It seems to have more of a more religious, and you notice that in the design of it seems to be a maze. Like, the whole thing is multiple mazes.
Can I try to trace out the maze?
Sure. You trace out, these ones all seem to be fairly simple, just to make a repeating, but yeah, you trace out the mazes on them, and nothing seems to happen,
But does it, like, now I want to, so memorizing that, I was going to look around elsewhere and see if I can find that same maze design anywhere
Yeah,
else in the ruins.
you take a look around and it doesn't take too long. Then you do see, yeah, there seems to be
Jesus
a
Christ.
maze design. It looks to be. You can tell from your stoneworking that this seems to be more,
Wow.
not more religious, like as if to honor something. And it seems the symbols are there for. But yeah, there seems to be some form of religious significance to the mazes, but there's not enough information left on these ruins to give you a clear picture.
I'm going to investigate over here where the creepy ant lady.
Where she was?
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a survival.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure.
Both you look around and you see that there's some ants and there were some herbs there, but she seems to have picked off the useful ones, and all that's left are the stems.
That's the
As far as
question.
You're
I'm
a fish.
concerned,
Why would she want a hair? Your dwarven beard.
My beautiful dwarven beard.
And while you're thinking that, it's like, why would she want a hair? And then you think your head starts itching on something. She says, "Oh, she seemed to have pricked some blood off of you."
Yeah, I mean, I guess the question is why.
Arcana.
I
Yeah,
guess
you know
it's
what?
respect.
Yeah, you're sitting there, you're thinking about like some magical tomes that you may have read in the past. You're
Yeah.
thinking about it, and you do know that there's a lot of, you've read up on hags, and they tend to use parts of people's bodies to keep track of them, or to cast various rituals against them.
Well, shit. I mean, Eric's beard, the blood off my scalp.
Yeah.
Who, she cut everybody else's hair?
Don't have it.
Just the two of us.
Hmm. Well, shit. I'll say my dude's not high enough level yet, but I send my minions after if I knew how.
But yeah, you're looking at the night sky, and it's starting to get dark.
I don't want to camp here.
Me neither, but how far away are we from?
Who knows now?
Right now, you have no concept of where you are on this island. No one, even with the person who has a map. Let me
Wait.
pull up.
Was that Scott?
Here is the map.
Okay, where are we?
You guys were coming in from the north to Port Nyanzaru. At some point, you crash land in one of these areas on the tip. And based on the growth of you'd figure you're in this part here.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
let's
guess
see if
we
can
could
we're going south.
Yeah,
See
to
if
the
we can
fort.
make that fort.
So yeah,
So we need to get back to the main trail, basically, is what we want to do.
yeah.
Or that witch gets away with anything else.
Yeah, so
Yeah, no shit.
give me a survival with advantage from whoever's, because I'm assuming at this point it's safe to say people are going to start helping.
Survival with advantage. What do you mean?
There
It
we
means you roll twice and you take the higher number.
Ah,
19.
Oh.
Yeah, you were able to find the main trail fairly easily, and as well as another little nook to sleep in.
okay.
Are we doing a long rest this time?
I'm gonna suggest that we take turns with the watch this time. I don't want to have my beard missing anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
My hair.
Be a little more concerned about other things. Really.
I don't know, man. A beard to dwarf, that's a
Like gold.
Yeah.
Nope, can't make that joke.
So, yeah. So, anyone who's keeping watch over the night, like you can go in, you can either go, one at a time or in pairs.
Yeah, I'll take a one.
Pairs might be a good idea.
Yeah, we can do alternating pairs.
Yeah.
Like where one switches off with another person, and then the person that's been awake longest goes off.
I disregard the needs for the party and sleep the night.
So you see Gattsu just kind of, just slump into a corner, just
Yep,
doesn't
back
say a
against a
word.
tree, sword in my arms.
All right. Perception checks from
Whoever's
everyone
awake.
keeping watch.
Yeah, fuck
Guess
you
I'm
all.
keeping watch.
Oh,
Wait, we've got 3 of us keeping watch now?
Well, we're doing a rotation, right?
Okay.
it's got
Nope, I failed. Ah.
Oh shit, you did fail. And Andrew apparently perfect in the perception.
Perfect vision. He gets to
Yeah.
see death coming a mile away.
Yeah.
That's what
So
happens.
Numen, it's quite a distance from your camp, and it's not approaching you, but you hear in a distance away some hushed talking, and you hear dragging.
Drag.
Oops, somebody got a body.
Do I understand the language? Is it Abyssal, Common, Draconic, or Elvish?
Yeah, they're speaking common, but it's far enough away from right where you are right now that you can't make out what they're saying. So you'd have to get a little closer.
Well, I'll let whoever know who's on watch with me.
Yep. So whoever wants to be on watch with him.
Well, I guess
Looks
I'll
like-
be on watch with them to balance out mine failing.
So
Just let them know what I heard. And
so you
I
guys
know
know
if
that
it's
someone's.
Someone's coming.
about how
Not
far
really.
away do I think it is?
You would think it's about 30 feet, because they're not talking very loud, but you at least know that they're a distance away. Like
Okay, I'm
they're
gonna try to stealth my there.
Cool.
okay.
just to
Go
see.
ahead and give me a stealth roll. Yeah, you easily, like, perfectly use your finger. You're sitting there, you're moving branches in a way so they don't even rustle. And you get close, and the dragging sound now that you can see them, the dragging sound you heard, was their body. As the top half is human, but the bottom half is snake.
What the fuck?
Oh shit!
Oh!
And they're talking about, they're sitting there saying to each other, so we're going to be sieging Orlunga soon, yes? Of course, once the preparations are complete, the power will be ours to see. None refuse us. All for the glory of Raknasai. And you notice each of them have a purple triangle tattooed on some part of their body.
Oh.
They don't even notice you. But you got a gut feeling that it might not be a good idea to fuck with them.
Yeah, I'm not going to, and I'm going. If it had been just one, I might have waited it. With there being more than one, not a chance.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay put until they passed, and then work
Yeah.
my way back.
Yeah, you stay put, and within a few minutes, they've clearly passed away from you. And you see in a distance that they've actually seems to met up with a couple of other ones, and they're going south, but they're going southwest. Or, sorry, east.
Okay.
So further into the jungle.
So further into the jungle. And you can easily make your way back without making a noise.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
And then in the morning, I'll inform everyone of. What
Yep. And before everyone wakes up, Bhalmar, as you're sleeping, you're sitting there, you all of a sudden you seem to be in this space. You look around and it feels like you're awake and not at the same time. Like your body feels floaty, but you can still move. And you see a familiar purpled hag with coins over her eyes.
Oh, God damn it.
And she's sitting there. I have a proposition for you.
Involve my beard.
Yes. It happens. I always collect. But I need a small favor. Just a small one.
And what sort of favor are you having in mind?
Soon. Simple. There is someone, an oracle of sorts. I want their blood. Not a lot. Just a little.
And what is in it for me?
Well, for starters, I'll release you from my nightmares. How does that sound?
Doesn't sound very appealing to me, though.
Okay, well, tell you what. I'll give you a taste. A lovely little taste. And every time you do something, sitting there, and if you should find them and you don't do my task, I'll just keep giving you more. And with that, her body seems to explode, and as multiple snakes seem to spill out of her, and you seem to be buried all of a sudden, like non-stop, you're being buried under snakes, and you notice the snakes are sitting there biting onto your face and ripping more of your beard off until you have none of it left, and it's just snakes latched onto your face.
Snakes. Why do they have
And
to be
with
snakes?
that, let's see. Ooh, you're lucky. When you wake up, you have lost 2 points of your maximum HP.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Okay.
So just a HP gone. He can't have it back ever.
There's ways. He doesn't know them. But yeah, it was one of the, you feel your face quickly to see if your beard's still there, and it is, but you're like, you feel visibly shaken, and you don't feel as sturdy or as you used to, and you don't feel particularly wanting to go through that again. And with that, so you guys are awake. Numen would have told you about what he came across over the night.
Numen.
Well, shall we push on to the town? Or attempt to find the town, I suppose, would be
Yeah,
appropriate.
We're saying to
we
help the
need a
goblins.
town, but I'm
So-
concerned.
Give me another survival check.
Oh, everybody?
Come on, big money.
Whoever's...
Big money
Oh,
here.
yeah, that...
Yeah, we find the town.
You find... Well, you come across and you come out of the... You find out of the jungle now. And you see up on top of a hill a large fort, and as well as a very large city. So the city is about half a day's travel, but the fort is closer. And it's a very well fortified fortress.
I
Do we
almost
see any,
feel
like-
like we should inform the fort, but at the same time, I'd really like to just get to the city.
Do we see any kind of markings, like any banners on the
You
fort?
do. Even from this distance, there is a massive flag flying it. And it has a fist with a fire.
Look into my Goliath companion that caved in the chest of the first flaming fist we found. Before we move towards this fort, is there anything we should No. Where's Brian muted?
No,
I'm here.
He's not.
I was.
He's basically Perry.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
So is there anything we should know before we look at moving towards this fort?
I don't know, Damon. Do you want me rolls for this, or is this backstory?
Oh no, it's entirely up to you if you want to divulge it.
Me PM.
Great. Brian's a fucking traitor.
Well, there's 5 factions on the island, and we know that.
How the fuck do you spell that? I'll let you take it from there.
Okay, yeah. So Gattsu kind of sits there and he explains the fortress most likely has a very, he knows that the flaming fists, and that they're very blunt in their methods, very forceful, very forceful by nature. They're a mercenary group that, don't get in our way. And most likely that when they tend to have fortresses like this, they tend to have them fairly well guarded. They usually go out in platoons.
But do you have something personal against them, as you seem to hesitate not at all when caving in one of their fellow dead soldiers' chests?
My business is my business.
Is it
Hold on.
your business may be your
Hold on.
business?
No.
but-
At the end of that statement. God damn it.
He's trying. You see, Gattsu trying to get up to you, but it's kind of hard to intimidate someone when your knee is their eye level, and it's hard to look him in the eye. So you're trying to look him in the eye, and you're trying this very awkward pose. And no matter what you do, it doesn't seem to be getting the effect that you wanted off of Bhalmar.
I'm more not concerned so much what your business is, but I'm more concerned of we're going up there. I mean, I don't want them to attack us on sight if they happen to know you, or if they do attack us, I'd like to know ahead of time.
I tell the group they likely will. Treat them as hostile.
That's
Yeah, fuck that. I'm not going near it. But
Yeah, you looking at the map, you could easily bypass the fort without having to go up it.
good. They can deal with the snake people on their own.
this is Belerian.
Yep, Fort Belerian.
We're
No,
trying to
you-
get to Port Nyanzaru, right?
That's where we're headed to. Yeah.
So you guys are talking about bypassing the fort?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you mentioned that they would just be hostile, and we don't really want to go attack a fully fortified.
Mm-hmm.
Not at this level, at least.
Okay. I'll make a mental note of where this is and continue.
We have the map, so we know where it is now.
So with that, you can get along the coast. As long as you're staying away from the jungle, you can get along the coast fairly easily to get to Port Nyanzaru. So you're keeping an eye out. Since you can keep the city in view, you can't really get lost. And you hear sounds coming from the jungles, but So you feel that so long as you don't dip in, most things probably won't come out.
That was great.
Jesus.
And with that, you finally come up close to the city, and you see a very big ravine that's right before the city gates. And you see bridges coming across it, and it looks like Shantytown. And you hear a lot of yelling.
Yelling.
And there seems to be a fairly big crowd in front of the gate. And up above the... From where you are, you'd have to go all the way around if you want to go into the center of the ravine. But where you're at, you can easily stay up on the upper path.
Let's see. Can we hear what the
No,
no
it's...
about?
You just hear a lot of shouting. There doesn't seem to be any coherence.
Hmm.
And you're a bit too far away to hear what they're saying. But based on the tone, it sounds panicked.
Closer to sort of, not necessarily to rush to help or anything, but to see what's going on.
So yeah, as you get closer, you notice that a large chunk of the crowd don't seem to be alive. And the rest of them seem to be barricading up and fighting off the undead. And there's a few people who don't seem to have any, that are more civilians that are caught up in the crossfire. With that...
The hell?
What's Billie Eilish doing?
Does anybody there seem important?
There is a lot going on right now.
Oh, where? What side are we coming from?
You'll be coming from the bottom left here. Because I would assume you would stay up on the upper part, right?
Banners and
Oh, sorry,
insignias.
bottom right. Down here. Your icon's already on here.
So I'm rolling for banners and insignias.
Yeah, give me a quick perception.
Already did.
You did.
Oh, 17? Yeah, you do see these down here seem to all have insignias, but you don't recognize the symbol. A couple of the knights here, including this one here that seems to be a half-orc woman, seems to have... Let me quickly look up what it looks like again. It has a symbol of a fist holding a sword. And you, based on your... You would know that this is the Order of the Gauntlet. Basically, a very noble fight evil, uphold peace. And as you're looking around, you do notice these people down here who are being surrounded by the undead are all basic civilians, but you do see someone who seems more well off to do up here. And with that, I am going to get you guys to roll initiative.
Okay, good. Sorry, I was getting food. Okay, it's good.
Fucker. My rolls are dog shit. I'm turning into dust.
Yep. Same.
There he is, right there with you.
There.
No
Dusty,
shit.
take your dice back. They're shit.
Well, since it's gonna be a minute, I'm gonna go microwave my sandwich.
Yep, I'm...
I still got my headset.
Yeah.
To be
same
fair,
here. Oh,
there's only two of you beat me.
Sounds like you're being summoned there, Scott.
Oh.
There, only Eric and Andrew looks like beat me.
And, oh, what do you know? The zombies didn't do that well.
Dice? Bubber.
Yeah. So,
Tried to
Bhalmar.
roll dice and their fingers fell off.
And Bhalmar's up first.
Do the zombies look like they're coming after us, or do they look like they're going after the people?
They seem to be going after whichever... right now, they all seem to be mindlessly... This group up here is completely trying to break down this makeshift barrier. These three are going after this gentleman. all the ones that are in front of you are going after the civilians, and the two in the bridge seem to be coming down, but they haven't noticed you yet.
Question is, do I go for the bridge or do I go for the ones trying to kill the civilians?
I could ignore the ones that are going after the civilians. And I'm just
Okay.
going to hold. Yeah, I'm just going to hold an action. If one of them comes up to me, I'm going to attack them. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit back and watch.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know these people. I don't know them anything.
True, but it's harder to deal with zombies than people.
I know what a zombie wants. I don't know what people want. I find that very easy to deal with.
Brains, what? You kill them.
All right. So you're holding an action until they get close to you.
Yep.
Numen.
Are they moving towards us? Sorry, I missed.
No, they don't seem to have noticed you yet.
I think the ones on the bridge are going to be coming close, though, right?
They're moving in like direction of
yeah.
the civilians, but so far they haven't attacked us. That's why I held an action.
Yeah, they're going.
Yeah.
They're starting to go south. Like they're coming down the bridge, and they're probably going to start making their way east if they don't notice you.
I'm gonna hide. I get that out.
Yeah. There's some bushes near the edge right here that you could hide in.
Because I can take that as a free action in combat.
So give me a stealth roll. You feel you're fairly hidden. These zombies definitely aren't paying that much attention, so you're hidden from them. To your knowledge, you're pretty sure they don't see you.
Good.
Is there anything else you want to do?
Nope.
All
No.
right. Moardorr.
I'm going to draw out my sword and wait for this one crossing the bridge to come right in front of me, and I'm going to lop his fucking head off.
Okay, you're holding an action as well.
Yep.
Zradak. I believe he stepped
I
away.
can't even say it.
He had answers woman, I think.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
Oh, you're back. Perfect.
Yeah, sorry, I had to unmute myself. All right, so just to make sure I understood because I had to go on mute.
Yeah.
The ones on the bridge are advancing. The ones on the land are not.
Not towards us, anyway.
Yeah, these ones, the ones in front of you are going towards the civilians. The ones on the bridge are coming down, but they haven't noticed you.
All right, I'm going to preempt that. I'm going to scorch ray that one.
Go for it.
All right, hang on. Let me try and pull that off.
You hit.
So you roll that 3 times because it's 3 attacks.
Yeah, so roll. So 9.
999.
Yeah, apparently.
You hit again?
Oh, one more time?
You have to. Oh, sorry. You have to roll 3. You have to roll the other 2 to hit. Each ray has to hit themselves.
Oh. So one more of the first roll.
2 more of the first one.
2 more of the first one.
9.
Yeah,
20.
perfect.
Goddamn.
So
27 fired.
and 9, and he's gonna make his. You hit him, and you see that it starts to the burns. Like you see that each one's piercing its chest, and it starts to slump over, but eventually it kind of unnaturally starts to stand itself back up.
It still have a hole in it, right?
Oh, it still has holes.
All right.
It definitely looks like it's hurting. Next up is Gattsu, and I do believe he's heating up his sandwich.
I'm right here.
Oh.
I had the headset on the whole time.
Oh, okay.
So, Brian, you're the one that's rolling the dice.
Not me.
That's me.
Are those actual dice?
Yes.
Who needs
might
a
as
fidget
well.
spinner when you have a dice?
Oh.
As you see, all your companions are sitting there prepping themselves, waiting for the enemy to come up to them. You kind of go up and hit them yourself. Oh, yeah, that hits. 12 slashing. You get a nice, good chunk of the zombie's flesh off. It's still standing, though. And it is the
I'm
zombie's
scared. I didn't one-shot it.
Run away!
So this one's going to shamble up. This one's going to shamble up to you. And
What has been made in
he
Swiss
does
cheese?
actually manage to get a nice bite into you.
Ooh.
As you take 6 bludgeoning damage.
Uh,
As it's not really
okay.
biting, it is more slamming its face into you.
I still have that burn from last time. Oh no, wait, we rested, didn't we?
And you didn't, and you already cured your
Yeah.
shivering, so. And let's see.
You're shivering and you're
Sorry, how
burned.
much was that? 8 bludgeoning?
6.
6. Okay.
These zombies are gonna catch up, and this one's gonna try. And somehow it actually, this guy is shrieking at this point.
What guy? The
Up north.
Sorry, it's taller than my screen is wide.
Yeah. So
Oh.
Control and mouse wheel back to zoom out.
these zombies are gonna try. And damage. This one manages to slam into this guy. He is somehow still alive. But he looks like he's hurting. The zombie's gonna come up. He's gonna bite. That civilian's dead.
Jesus.
You see, at this point down here, a couple of the zombies get pecked off. And the barricade seems to be taking some damage. As they're all rushing in. And up top and north. Seems to be a stalemate with the guards up top. Alright. I'm just gonna... Oh,
Back one.
it doesn't have an undo. It's but it's your turn.
So much extra work. Where did my token go?
Right here. Here, that one.
Oh, when I zoomed out, it
Yeah.
it hit the bottom. Oh, cast firebolt on that one there.
That is the injured one.
Yeah, the one that revived itself the one time there.
Go for it.
Oh, wrong character sheet.
And let's see if it... You hit it, and hit that 20. It you hit it square in between the eyes, and it doesn't seem to mind that its brain is burning right now.
Jesus.
Well, they are, man.
Is there anything else you want to do?
Nope.
With that, it's Numen's turn.
Well, I'm still hit.
I'm sorry, dude.
I'm shooting at this guy.
At the noble?
He looks important.
Yeah, he's living though.
I know.
Jesus.
You put him out of his misery.
He hasn't been hit yet.
Yeah. As far as I'm concerned, it could be a miss.
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so where's the button?
He was like, I didn't see that coming.
No, I didn't. I mean, yeah, when you go to a town, you... oh, yeah, you hit.
Generally don't expect you to shoot the townspeople.
Especially,
I'm
nobles.
aiming at the zombie.
Yep. They have a nice meal now.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm just going to quickly see
And it's the zombie.
if anyone notices.
If anyone notices what.
The assassination.
That he just killed the noble.
I missed the
Whoops.
zombie. I didn't kill the noble.
My bad.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to do in your turn? If not, it is Moardorr's turn.
Oh, I think I'm gonna step up right here and so finish off what Brian started.
Roll the hit. Oh, inflict wounds.
Oh shit! Didn't mean to do it twice. My
That's
bad.
fine.
When you cast a spell with this one, you can click on one of the spell slot ones and it lets you track it.
So
What do you mean?
you do the damage. So you did 28. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah,
mean
so
what
yeah,
the-
you kill this one.
Okay.
So when you cast a spell, if you go to the spells tab, there's three squares. You can check those off as you use them. It lets you track how many spells you have for the day.
Zradak, it is your turn.
Oh, okay.
All right.
We used one.
All right. Let's go ahead and summon my fire elemental guy right here.
All right.
If you click on the name Summon Wildfire command, Scott, it'll bring up a page to your right that has all of its abilities.
Summon Wildfire. Here we go.
And then it has the 2d6 fire damage up near the top that you can roll from there.
From what I see, let me try it. There we go.
So hold on a second. I'm going to see if it does not make the save, and it's going to... Yeah, just by the mere act of summoning it, it burns the rest of this burning zombie's flesh off, and it falls.
All right,
Well.
cool.
Cool. Still slays me that. Oops,
So,
I killed the noble.
It still has...
Hmm?
So you can still control your spirit to move and attack.
Will he make it to the other side of the bridge?
He has a 60-foot range for his attack. It shoots a flaming seed.
Might be able to.
It can sit there and attack right now if you wanted to.
Let's do it.
So on your sheet, if you go down to if you scroll, if you're in the all, if you keep scrolling down, near the bottom is where the Summon Wildfire's commands are.
Mm-hmm.
And you should see Flame Seed, and it has a +5 in its attack. If you click that to roll.
Hold on, there's something overlapping it. Let me see if I can dismiss it. There it is, Flame Seed. All right, here we can just hit the...
Yeah.
That didn't do anything.
Jesus.
Hold on. Those are
just the damage rolls.
Yeah, those are damage. So to the left of that, there should be a +5.
Should say range weapon attack +5, and then the dice icon right beside it.
Well, there's a thing in front of it. Yeah, go away. There, the +5. That's my shillelagh.
Plus, just you can roll that for now until you find it, just because it's the same.
All right, just roll 1d5.
No,
Like the hit the attack one that says +5. Roll that one.
All right.
Okay, yeah, you hit. And it does 8 damage to the zombie. Okay.
Oh, I didn't move his ass over there. There.
Oh, no, he doesn't move. That's
he doesn't move?
He
Oh,
shoots
he
that.
does. Oh, he just shoots it. All right, never mind
Yeah.
then.
Yeah, he can. I'm assuming he can move 30 feet.
Yeah, and he can fly 30 feet too.
Yeah, so he can fly, so he could be above here if he wants. So you can move him 30 feet, or
He can rain fire down from the sky, basically.
and he can as well. He can
Try not to
instead
bend
of
the
instead of
light.
doing instead of doing the range attack, he can also do a teleport and do basically the summoning flame damage again.
Just a sec.
But for now, we'll do Gattsu.
Okay. Move to this asshole. And smash, smash. Bang, bang.
That hits.
And I am going to add a d8 for precision attack. Wait, no. Where's the one that does damage? I don't think I have one.
No, you have maneuvering attack.
Maneuvering,
He has maneuvering and precision.
Yeah, maneuvering does add. Expend one superiority die, add the total to the damage roll,
Yeah, so you
and
do add it.
allow a creature
it-
that can see or hear you to use its reaction to move.
Yeah.
Up to half its
You
speed.
just
So,
roll it.
okay, so I can add the damage and get somebody to move.
yeah, like you can make Dusty move up to 30 feet, so you can get up to melee if you wanted.
Ooh, what? Sorry, I was
From that target. Okay. Well, let's do it.
So go ahead and roll damage, and as well as if you're going to use their superiority.
Yeah.
That too.
There's- Come on, click. Thank you. Alright, first things first, re-roll the 1. Alright, so add 3.
Yeah.
And then a d8. 18 total. Ooh.
Nice.
And then the dwarf can move up to half its speed without provoking from the guy I just hit. If he wants.
Nice. His half speed is even worse than. But with that, it's the undead's turn. Oh, that one's dead. So the one that you hit's, let's see. Yeah, it's gonna try to hit you because you, and it fails. It kind of spins around and it tries to get into you, but it's all it's managed to grab is your armor there. It's just can't seems to get past it. And then these two are gonna try to hit the civilians because they're easier to hit. Oh, and they don't. One zombie seems to actually has gotten itself stuck in one of the roots, and he has fallen over. These zombies up here, they got themselves a nice tasty meal.
fucking.
Nobody shall ever know.
Let's see. Oh, come on.
Come on.
It's hiding the icon off screen and it won't let me, This guy's dead. I'm just gonna delete him.
Ooh, what? What guy's dead?
One of the guards. And they've killed a couple more of these. But, one of the barricades broke.
Oh.
And with that, Bhalmar.
Since he gave me the speed boost, I guess I'm going to enable my blade singing and draw my axe.
Ah.
So there is one zombie that is prone.
Yep, I'm moving right up to it, and I'm going to use Green Flame Blade.
Yep, yeah, definitely
Fish.
hit.
You already killed the human.
So it's 10 damage to that one, the prone one, and then it's an additional 4 damage to that one from
Okay.
Green Flame.
And wow, so the flame, like you smash down into the one on the ground, and the flame jumps over, and it hits the zombie's clothes, and what's left of it, and it catches on fire, and it burns, keeps burning, and the zombie seems to slump over and die. It had exactly that.
Oh, god damn it.
And with that, it is Numen's turn.
Who do I want to pick up this time?
Jesus.
They look like peasants. They don't look like they'd have much. I'm gonna go for that guy.
Okay, go for it. Yep, that hits.
I have a stupid question. How is it in Roll20 you get it to... Sorry, show the distance again.
The on the left, the tools there. One of them looks like a ruler in a circle.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah. So, So you get a good bolt into the zombie. It's still moving. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Nope.
Nope. All right, Moardorr.
So, is this zombie's dead, right? What about the
That
one
one's
with
alive.
Okay.
Try to stand on its corpse.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand on his corpse and attack his buddy.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna try anyway.
You have to change it back to
you
the
have to change
arrow.
it back to the arrow.
Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm just gonna...
And you have advantage on the one that's laying on the ground.
What type of advantage?
You get to roll. Basically, you roll to attack twice, and you take the higher number.
Click to roll if you have it set already. It lets you pick normal, advantage, or disadvantage.
Where's it? I'm not seeing the advantage or disadvantage.
Oh, click on the red B up in your Chrome tab up at the top there. Left click on it, and then choose type of roll, and change the drop down to always ask, or ask every time.
Where do I do that? Because I'm looking on my page on there.
Well, you know your Chrome extensions are right in the top right.
Yeah.
One of them is a red B, or it's a red dice with a white B in the middle.
No, it is not. Like, I can see the fucking... only thing I have up there is...
For now, just roll attack again.
Never mind. Yeah. Found it. All right, so...
Roll once more, though.
Okay.
Okay, you hit. And then go ahead and roll damage. All right.
What the fuck? 4 damage.
If you want to use a spell slot, you could smite.
true. Only got a wait, smite. I don't even have that option on here. Cure wounds, detect magic, hellish rebuke.
Might is it's not technically a spell. It's just it enhances your attack. So you say you're going to use a smite, so you click off one of your spell slots, and then you roll an extra 2d8.
Yeah. All right.
So, yeah, if you want to, go ahead.
Yep.
Yeah, it's dead. Because I do believe even though you're an Oathbreaker, it's still radiant damage. It is.
Yep.
And it would have been an extra... when you hit Undead or Fiends, it's also another D8 worth of damage, so you would have done even more
20.
damage. But yeah, you stab it, it doesn't even have the chance to try to revive itself.
Okay.
By the way, your channel divinity, you can right now you can only do it once per short rest. You can attempt to control an undead.
For how long?
24 hours.
Oh shit.
Make it cause some infighting.
Control an undead and take it into the town that was just under siege.
But for now, Zradak, your turn.
Must obey your commands for 24 hours until I use that feature again. Huh.
All right.
Shit, I need to read up a little more on this.
I think I want to target this guy right there with
Go.
Scorching Ray.
Let's see. Oh yeah, from you, yeah, you can.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. For a second, I thought I was looking at your summon, and I'm like, you're going to be going through a lot of people to shoot that.
Yeah.
Ow. Ow.
That's why I targeted.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so 3 of the regular.
That hits.
2.
That hits. That hits. Oh no, that doesn't hit.
All right.
That just misses.
All right, so roll 2 for damage.
Yep. Oh, pretty good damage too.
19.
Yep. You scorch 2 very good rays through it, and it's still standing, but
Not getting that arrow back.
Gattsu, your
Mhm.
turn.
What about my elemental?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
or sorry, your elemental first.
All right. I'd like to move him right about here. We'll just say he's flying or something if that works.
He can go up to here.
Probably good enough.
These villagers, peoples, whatever, the human.
They are human.
All right.
But first, you could hit this one without the one back here that you hit before. There's
I
nothing
hit-
in the way.
I thought I hit this one.
You did hit that one, but if you want your elemental to shoot it too.
No, you can shoot this one.
Okay, go and roll hit.
But is it not my? Is it not my go?
Sorry, no, I accidentally missed his summon.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I am blind.
Just roll a d20.
There's a spell attack button on your page, actually. You can look at that.
If you click spells, and then at the top it says you should have spell attack +5.
So there it is. I see it.
Yeah, you can click that and that works too. Yep, you hit. So
All
roll
right.
2d6
Nope, 1d6.
or 1d6.
Just roll.
Yeah.
1d6. All right.
Okay. Perfect, and that's its turn. Sorry, now it's Gatsu's turn.
Right.
Sorry. Fucking...
So this one down here is quite heavily hurt. And
Don't
this
give a
one
fuck.
Just got
hitting this guy. Fuck this guy.
the human.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Okay,
Jesus.
you hit.
I guess we're murder hobos again.
It fits.
And to be fair, I think Brian was always a bit of a murder hobo.
Yeah, you killed the.
Brilliant.
Okay, you killed the peasant.
Yep. And I give him the finger and pass.
All right.
Right.
You guys don't know dick about my character yet.
I mean,
Zombie-
considering I know you as a person, I think I know him a bit.
that zombie kills. That one's gonna try to bite you. It misses. Let's see how the guards do. Okay, this guard kills that one off. Kills one of them off. And there's that. Let's see how they do. Ooh. We actually got a bunch of undead as these guys start fanning out to take them down. They seem to have the situation down below under control. And we're back to the top.
Fucking Brian.
I'll move down here and.
I have a feeling we're going to end up killing everyone on the field. Alright, Cowabunga it is.
Oh. Yeah, that hits. And let's see, does he nat 1 on his constitution save? As you see a zombie get squeezed in half, and for a split second after you swing, the top half kind of lands back on top of itself before sliding off.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Alright, Numen.
I feel ill-equipped to deal with zombies, really. Having just a bow and a rapier and a dagger.
I'm just using an axe.
Yeah, axe is much bigger and can actually cleave things. I can't cleave shit with a rapier. Okay, I'm gonna try for, because I get the
Just for ease
Well, yeah.
sakes, these ones up here start drag the nobleman's corpse into the woods.
God damn it.
So they're off the field.
They're off the field.
They took my loot.
Kill that one.
They took my loot.
They have fled from battle.
Gives you something to go tracking
with
afterwards.
Spoils of war, damn it. Okay, I'm gonna take a steady aim, and I'm gonna try to go for the head of that zombie.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, you hit. Gattsu, you feel a bolt fly right by your head into the head of the zombie there. And let's
Message
see.
for you, sir.
Hold up.
Man, these zombies can't stay up. As it falls over.
Oh, where'd the ones that were up top go?
They drag the
Stole
corpse
my
into the
freaking zombie, my
Oh.
noble.
Here is my reaction to the bolt going past me. It's in RPG only.
Alright.
And with that, the guards down below clear up the zombies.
Just FYI, it's not animated.
Oh, god
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah,
And
it's
You
missing
notice,
the important part.
when you
Yeah.
see the
I've seen it before, though.
Yeah. Y'all know what it is.
when you look at the corpses of the zombies, they all have something carved into their forehead, or not carved, stitched into their forehead. A purple triangle.
Okay, then.
Yeah, that's the same symbol I saw in the snake people.
Yes, yes, it is. Now, the guards are going to approach you, all on guard.
Did you see it though? I mean, they were
Yes.
engaged with the zombies.
Yes, they were engaged. I rolled to see if they would notice. And They look and say, they're sitting there. Not only did they see you shoot the noble, they also saw you cut down a civilian. They
They
say,
didn't see me shoot the noble. They saw me miss the zombie.
they sitting there, regardless of your actions, you've killed innocents. What have you say to yourself?
It was in my way.
A long distance and I missed.
God damn it!
More kindling.
Yeah, she looks and is like, in your way. Well, I believe you're in Port Nizanzer's way. With this, you're under arrest.
I'm gonna. Oh, wait, no, I'm not on that character.
The rest of you who helped with the zombies, you won't be held accountable for your compatriots' actions.
Well, before you take my compatriot, though, I mean, we came here looking after some death curse.
You can get more info in town. For now, we'll be taking those two with us. And she produces a set of shackles.
How hardy is this guy?
Sorry?
How hardy is this guy?
She,
Whatever.
And her 4 guards.
more than 4 guards.
Oh, right, 6 guards.
7 guards.
Oh, geez, they all lived.
They all lived, yes.
Wait, is this still alive right here?
Yeah, it's dead.
Okay.
What about the 3 up above?
They're dead. At this point, all the zombies, it was just... she
Gotcha.
She looks quite hardy, as do the 2 knights and the guards. Like, they all look... It would be quite a fight if you were to try to take them on right now.
Well, good. Then I'm
You
pretty.
can go on your own.
If we hadn't come along, and I do apologize for my compatriot's hastiness in what he did, had we not done what we did, though, you most certainly would have been overrun. You would have lost far more than the one that he carelessly hit.
She says, you are right, and that's why you're not being judged on his actions. But you can't look me in the eye and saying straight up, walking up to someone and killing them and ask me to forget that.
I'm not asking you to forget that. But
She says, she flicks over, she says, fine, there's an alternative. Probably one more suited for a brute like you. And she flicks over a iron coin. She says, if you want to easily bypass your crimes, do the executioner's run. If you survive, your crimes are forgiven.
Upon weighing my options between taking on all 7 of these assholes, 8 of these assholes, let's go that route.
She says, very well. We'll take you down. She says, only one of you needs to run it.
I point to my compatriots and I'll run for the pussy. Of course you had this ready.
So,
I'm still wondering why I'm being lumped
Because
in with this.
you didn't get away with
Guilty
it.
by association.
Guilty by... Well, you killed the noble. And
Yeah,
it's
by
still-
accident.
You
by accident,
think he gets a fuck?
regardless, you still have committed a crime.
Hold on.
Does this mean the rest of us
So-
get long rest by default?
You have to go to the bottom here of this map. So the rules are simple. At the north end is a ladder. If you survive, your debt is cleared.
I passed the
And,
baby down this way.
They're not there right now, but crap, I need to find the
In response to your statement.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna have to make a note and put these into the YouTube version.
Oh, totally.
What's that?
The memes to go along with it.
Oh,
Try not to make it excessive. Where am I starting? I don't see my dude.
Oh, I haven't put you on yet.
Oh,
Let's
do everything.
right down there.
Grid's a little wonky.
Hold on, before we go crazy, do the rest of us get short rest, long rest, or are we just kind of fucked?
Nope, no risks.
I think you're just
You're
watching.
being
Alright.
brought along, but you see that there's I didn't want to put a shit ton of NPCs all along the edge.
Mhm.
There's gambling. There's a huge crowd sitting there ready to watch you make this run, and they're all betting if they see either you live or which dinosaur eats you. Does anyone want to put any wagers down?
I point to
Damn
the
straight I do.
I point to the party and say, "Put 10 gold down on me. I'll owe
10
you."
gold. What are you, a wimp?
Very well.
I have
I'll
no
take
gold
it.
right now.
Okay, 10 gold. Gets
Somebody needs to loan me. I'll owe you.
anyone else want to
Okay,
make
then
bets?
I'll make the
400.
bet.
I'll spot him as 10, but he owes me 15 if he loses.
If he loses,
I think I'll
he's
be a
dead.
corpse. Yeah, you can take it out of my dead ass.
We'll sell your shit.
Oh, there you go.
I'm gonna put 400 on him, and then I'm gonna pull our druid friend aside, and whisper to him that he should try to give our friend a little advantage when no one's paying attention.
DM me.
I did. Discord.
All right, 400.
Uh,
so I've got 20 gold total.
I'll put another
I've got
100
2
down.
gold.
100. All right.
How the fuck did I end up with 2 gold?
You technically have 200. It's a mistake.
So I'm sorry. I have
Oh.
to kill all these things, or just get
no,
to the ladder.
survive.
Okay.
You just have to get to the ladder.
Do I have all my gear?
Yes.
Okay. I turn to my compatriots.
I'll throw down 50.
Put 100 down for me, actually.
Bitch, I said 50.
50 for.
best I can do is 50.
I give whoever's
Alright.
giving a damn a wink. Said, put 100 down for me.
Man. All right. Tell you what.
'Kay.
I'll put 100 down.
You get all my
However-
gear if I die.
All of it.
All right, fine.
Yeah, all my gear. You can have it.
Okay, so I have 100 for Gattsu. 400 for
Yes.
Bhalmar. 100 for Nemu. 50 for Moardorr.
I'll do 100.
And does Zradak want to make a bet?
Yeah, I'll match the 100.
100. All right. And with that, it begins. You get
But-
to go first.
Before it starts though,
Is anyone trying to do anything?
Potentially.
No.
Heads up.
No. Just let me go. I pump up my arms to the crowd and say, I got this shit.
Right, with that, we're just going to make it simple. You're first.
Okay. I reach into my pack, grab my potion of invisibility, and chug it. And then I full sprint to the ladder and climb up.
Hold on.
You
You're
can roll the
invisible, yes.
perceptions for it.
Let's see.
But I will full round sprint out of here as soon as it takes effect.
Well, your full sprint will get you here for the first turn.
It's only double?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so go ahead and move yourself up.
forgot you had that.
I didn't. I think that was here.
And that one's going to go here. That one's going to go here. And that one's gonna go here. All right, your turn.
Another full round sprint. And
This one's actually going to. This one actually smells you. These ones don't.
Okay.
So it's
You
gonna
gotta
try
be
to bite
sweating,
you.
but
Probably
But it's
disadvantage, I
gonna
would
do.
guess.
Yes, it's disadvantage, and yeah, it gets a nice taste of iron. And yep, with that, you full sprint out of there.
Cheesed it.
Yep.
That was worth every penny.
And hear the crowd booing.
I continue to pump up my arms to the crowd. Boo all you want. It was in the rules.
Yeah, you're invisible still for an hour.
I can attack, break it, so I assume I can break it at
You
will.
can just drop it. Yeah.
Well, you booed me. I'm right.
I mean, it lasts an hour. I could just say fuck these people and just go around pantsing them and shit.
And they didn't specify
Yep.
nothing
Didn't
on the.
specify.
They gave me
They
my
go-
gear.
They sit there
Oh, how
and they're
much-
like, you see the people. Some people are happy that you're like, yeah, they won. So whatever you bet, you get half of what you bet.
No.
Should have been like 10 to
150.
1 or some shit. I mean, look at all these
Nah.
fucking things.
Hey, dude.
And
I'm not
you
knocking
see
it.
one person come up. He seems to have mostly teeth of gold, and he said, "There's like, next time I'll put more in there."
Jesus.
easy
So what
50
brings
gold.
you boys down to our town?
Well,
It's a little curse you seem to have going on.
I know, fucking sucks.
Do you have an oracle in town that might be able to tell us some more about it?
I don't know about any oracle, but I mean, if you're looking for someone high up, you got the merchant princes.
some crazy old witch.
No, the princes. They run the whole
I mean-
town. Oh,
I mean,
witch.
you know about the crazy old witch?
I
with
don't
the
know
hair
any
and
crazy
shit?
old witch.
All right.
Princes might know about some something going on.
Right, it's like it all depends on which prince you want to talk to. They all do different things, but they're all merchants.
Who deals in trade?
Trade, a bunch of them. Depends on what you're looking for. You're looking like traveling gear, weapons.
Who
Your
deals with
lesser
more,
known quantities.
your more nature mystical shit?
Oh, that's easy. That's Wakanga. I'm not making up. His name is actually Wakanga.
Congo.
Yeah. It's like, oh, that guy loves magical shit. If it's magic or lore, like, he knows so much. Yeah, you can find him in the
Still
center
there?
of town by
That was weird.
one of the libraries. And
Dude, my fucking headphones went completely silent for a few seconds.
so right now, you guys are in Malar's throat. Or actually, sorry, no, the execution runs up here by the old city. So you can see that this is still, like, it's outside of the main town, separated by a gate. There is even from where you are, you can get wafts of a really nasty smell coming from the north.
Oh, it must be Tim Hortons.
But yeah, he says, yeah, if you go into town, go down to the merchant's ward. He'd be pretty easy to find. Any other ones you want to know about? It's not often someone cheeses my... You know, I gotta put that in the rules, man. And he pulls out a pen and he kind of... No potions allowed. No magic allowed.
Underlines no several times.
Yeah,
Jeez.
and then he says, "Oh, you still have that iron token on you?"
Yep.
And he says, "Here, you're officially free."
I assume he
So,
wants it.
so just a question then. You're saying that every crime can be solved with this run.
Not always. Generally, if you kill like a person or two, this is usually, kill a person, commit a small,
Oh,
some
upon
robbery.
hearing that, I say, do I get another one?
And he says, yeah, if you keep racking them up, they'll just send in the assassins.
Well.
Oh, it worked for me.
No, they work for one of the merchant princes. Jessamine. If it's poison or assassination, she handles it.
No, I'll handle my own.
Well, I'm gonna head off after Wakanda.
Yeah, I think
So,
so.
yeah.
Me too.
So you finally make yourselves into the city, and it's a fairly bustling port. Like there is a lot of going on. You see a lot of people. There's quite a few natives on the island, Choltons that are on the island, but there's a lot of travelers. So there's quite a few races that are mingling about, and you ask around a bit, and it doesn't take much for them to point out a fairly big shop that's seems to have a spell scroll for the banner at the top there, and you go in and you see. Let me just post it. Since I have a picture for him, I will just post it in the chat.
Oh,
March Princess. This is who you are greeted with. See, he looks up and he says, what can I do for you today? You do notice that there's a couple of fairly heavily armed guards at the entrance. They're
good note to know before.
Yeah, I was gonna call them. You know what? Given your guys' actions, I should point that out. They are very beefy-looking guards.
Beefy.
He says, what can I do for you? You see the shops mostly, there's just books everywhere. Scrolls.
I was told that there's an oracle in the area.
Give me a second. He starts looking at the books. Not that one, not that one. Ah, yes! Pulls out a bit of little glasses. Not necessarily in the area, but there's rumors in the jungle. I don't exactly have a exact location, but they say that in the jungle, there's an old ziggurat spire, and if you can make it to the very top, you can, there lives an oracle there that's capable of seeing many things. I've heard the future, the past, the present, what's beyond the veil. But to my knowledge, I haven't heard of anyone who's actually made it. I would love to hear a first account.
I mean,
How about for traversing the jungle then? A couple of my companions here fell rather sick for a little while.
Oh, yeah, the jungle's got quite a few diseases. Insect?
I didn't see personally. I would assume so, but
Yeah, wasn't it?
If you might want to see, oh god, I'm gonna butcher this name. Quaoth. She deals not only with alcohols, but she keeps a good supply of insect repellent. It's really good to take that in the jungle. You may also want to get yourself a guide. Someone who's been through these jungles before. Jabal handles those. But yeah, let's see. Antidotes. Well, I got a few scrolls of lesser restoration here. That may help. How much? What level is lesser restoration? 1 or 2?
2.
Yeah, they're a bit on the expensive side. They're about 550 gold apiece.
God damn. Gibberish for
But,
my blood.
Says the paladin that's immune to it anyway.
You're fine. Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's not an easy thing to come by. And
We'll certainly have to. You mentioned guides. Are there certain ones we should be that would know the wildlife better than others? Do you think?
definitely for sure. But for that, Jabal will be the one who'd have all the details. I only handle with the arcane.
What about creepy old ladies with coins in their eyes? And you have, I don't know.
Creepy old. He starts looking through the book. His book.
Mention the
collection.
coin specifically. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, oh, that sounds. He pulls out a book, and the book itself is ratted. It's like ancient, and he starts flipping through, and he says, looking through. I heard tales, but I never heard of a first encounter. Apparently, it's a member of the Zone Sisters, a coven of night hags. But this book was so old that no one's actually had any counting of them. It was treated as fiction, and you came across one? Fascinating. Did she
That
take
dwarf
something
got
of you?
scarred.
I mean, look at me, sir. Does something look missing?
Oh, and you see at this point he's getting really up close, and he's like, oh, wow.
Bitch took my hair.
My precious face hair.
My head hair. Shave
I
me
do know
balls.
that if they take something of yours, they can haunt your dreams. Is that true?
I'm aware of it at the moment.
Fascinating. You see, he's sitting there writing notes at this point now. Fascinating. I take it then you might be going into the jungle. Based on your wording. And you got quite a robust crew with you. How would you like to confirm something for me? It's up to you if you want to or not.
Is there some sort of compensation for our extra efforts?
Well, if what the tome says is correct, what you find there would be compensation enough. See, I found some notes from a wizard who traversed the jungle with a mechanical servant, if you will. And there are rumors that, based on his notes, the guardian itself is still in the forest. You wouldn't have that map, would you?
We'll show him the map written on the skin.
Yeah, he says, oh.
Oh.
It's like it's so hard to come by maps that are actually mapped out. And he makes a mark on the map. And... ah, crap. He's gonna make a mark right here. Oh, crap, I'm in the wrong layer. Right here. And he says, if what I read is true, it's gonna, that the Guardian still sits there. See, I don't care what you do with it. I just want to confirm it exists, because that means the rest of his notes are true.
Well, I mean, if we're already in the area, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to give you some information about it.
Exactly. It's just a rumor. If you happen to go that way, that'd be great. that. Is there anything else?
Well, you deal with magical items.
Yes.
We're about to head out into the jungle. I wouldn't mind finding something a little bit sturdier than my axe here.
Ah. Pulls out a thing, monocle. Well, I can do up some arcane magic on it. It'd take me a few days. And it costs...
Okay.
let's see here. I'm going to pull up the... How much is it for one... For the same here? For +1. Oh, there we go. Back up. It is very steep, though.
Ooh, yeah.
It's about 1,000 gold.
We'll certainly see what we can find around the town there.
Yeah, but I'm always here. That is, as in you're making around town, you do notice that there seems to be some posters up around talking about a dinosaur race.
Dinosaur race.
Race as in, like,
Race. And it seems to be a fairly big competition, and it says, win glory, win prizes, come one, come all.
Does it mention a prize on it?
Yes, it does. It just says a grand prize.
I mean, we could certainly use some extra cash to help prepare ourselves for travels into the unknown.
what about alternate procurement method?
You're talking about the 5-finger discount variety?
Jesus.
No. Just something that doesn't involve riding a dinosaur. Like, don't get me wrong, my background is all in athletics and acrobatics and stuff like that, but it doesn't involve riding a dinosaur.
I mean, it couldn't hurt to find out what's involved in these dinosaur races.
That's a racist.
It'd take a while.
But, yeah, because we're actually probably... Because I got to get up really early tomorrow, so this will probably be a good time to stop. But I'll point out the races are a team event. All the dinosaurs are fairly large, so only one of you needs to command it. You're allowed to interfere with your opponents. There's multiple segments to the race. And it's going to involve multiple different types of dinosaurs.
Do they respond to my animal handling?
Yes,
Yes.
It would be animal handling to handle them.
Alrighty then.
Yes, but yeah, the patron says, yeah, anyone's allowed. You just need to get yourself a patron.
Well, you seem to be involved in the majority of the town. Would you be our patron for this?
Me?
You seem well connected.
No, I just handled the signing up. But let me pull out. He starts looking at his list. Easy one would be the Merchant Princes.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was still Wakanga.
Oh, sorry, no. You're talking to the person running it now. He says, Wakanga, I don't think Wakanga's interested in this kind of thing. Let's see here. I know Liara Porter, she's not one of the Merchant Princes. She runs the Flaming Fist. She's looking for one. Let's see here.
I mean,
Jabal's looking for one too. He's looking for a group. He's one of the Merchant Princes. He sells swords and guides.
we have to speak to him anyway for a guide, so perhaps.
Yeah.
I guess we can probably think about that for next time.
Yeah, he says, outside of that, you know, pop around. You know, if you find a noble or someone, they usually wouldn't mind sponsoring someone. I mean, there was one I heard about, but I heard that he died from some zombies. He was desperate, too. I heard he was willing to fork over a shit ton of cash to...
Now,
The pity. Zombie.
It's a pity. So yeah, at this point, you can look for the next session. You can either pick up Merchant Prince or one of the other various factions. Right now, the main faction that you do know of, there's two factions that you know of that are in town. The Order of the Gauntlet, which is the guards that were helping you fight off the zombies. I don't think they like you very much. And the Flaming Fist.
and as far as you're aware, they don't like anybody.
Yes, as far as you were. So, this will be a good spot to call it. But
Cool.
All right.